Nah, halo. Welcome. Seperti biasa ya, sore-sore kita nyantai sambil tipes-tipes nonton ini ya. Biasa. Dulu ke
So this could be danger territory for T1 for us to go into a third map on Vine where yeah, you had some interesting thoughts about that, huh?
We'll call them reservations. Love to see if it does come out into play. I mean, for DFM buying what we saw against Team Secret, we see some adjustments still happening in the early stages with that being in the first game of the middle bracket. We'll just drop it down. Obviously, see we're going to half here though with a pistol when the wall drops for go time. And Stacks is requesting help.
Oh no, he really needed it too. Unfortunately, Halb arrived a little bit late, just enough for Yatska to come into a line of sight. 3 members left from T1 to try to retake, a bit from screens, a bit from heaven, and it's Buzz who actually finds shots nearsighted by the paranoia.
Oh, he's still got those paint shells. I'm very surprised he's not lobbing them somewhere earlier on. Now starting to get in towards the site. These self-paint shells are not going to finish him off. Like
abis ini RRQ guys main RRQ lawan Nongshim.
The sheriffs himself now. Yatska stuck. Copping a reload for both of them. The fake TP, the paint shells to off-putting from the line as well. But Buzz, it does not matter if it looks a little bit slippy and sloppy because he gets the job done at the end. He will not fall over his own feet. And T1 get another pistol.
Yeah, the Sheriff's doing a lot of work on some of these pistol rounds. Just the fact that even if it's not a headshot, it does so much damage. And at that point, was a low HP DFM player.
Well, he's kind of slapped him, honestly. Yeah. Even blinded, he knew that Kade was peeking out. He's able to find that frag. He's just very self-sufficient on the pistols with that one, just shooting a storm. Quite criminal how many of these pistols we've seen from DFM where you feel like they may very well be able to take them, and T1 just has an individual step up. May doesn't get to pass go and collect $200 in this round, unfortunately.
Neither does Kaide. And for TFM to try to scale up wherever they can.
Mana sih?
Up in towards Mail, but T1 in position. Guardian or not, Buzz just making quick work, light work of the DFM players for now.
And then it's crickets for Akame. Not going to be hearing anything but the little chirps in this round. 50 seconds to go and see what you can do. By the timing as well. Getting a couple of these holes as T1 is not a bad shout. Both of them across the map.
Fantastic shout.
Yeah, and now Akame with the bandit. Well, technically with a knife in possession as he is trying to see how many steps he can get in the round. There we go. Buzz to pick up the kill as well. If that was the one guy you're trying to dodge in the round to not allow another showstopper, you done it wrong. Because having that in towards this bonus round for T1, I mean, I said it the other day, right? We've seen some massive power on having an ultimate come in towards bonus rounds. The showstopper is the one that we've seen collected a lot. Yeah. And Buzz is able to pick it up here as well.
We just saw it round 3 as well in this match. Oh my gosh. But as you mentioned, you want to see the teams convert these, advantages into actual round wins. So, not done yet. DFM look to explode in towards the A site, seizing early ramp control. Buzz though, able to take down Cess, but now he's super vulnerable. Tucks himself in the corner.
It's just immediately stops DFM's chances of being able to get in towards the sites now. I mean, you've even seen the gate crash. Buzz is just waiting for it. Frothing at the mouth that his opponent in Yatska will take that TP. It's just going to expire now. And with Cess gone as well, limits your options across the map for DFM. Do you have to stay around this A site where your toxic screen is?
Not 100% certain yet,
Ntar dulu.
but you've got the numbers inside of T1. What's DFM's approach here? Oh my goodness, they're thinking to reassert themselves back in through vents. Meteor just
Gelo,
holds it all
Meteor.
down! Oh goodness me! All by the ropes!
He has left a crater in the planet in this round right now. The waters have dried up from the explosion. And Yatska, unfortunately,
Yes. Buat kalian yang
versus
apa?
five, and the hunt
Pep nih. Taran
is
enak.
on.
Udah apa? Beberapa kali
Seconds
pakai ini.
to try to hold on to this rifle, perhaps.
Gue tuh tipikal yang nyoba-nyobain
Still shut down by Munchkin at the end.
rasa
Doesn't
itu kan.
even need the showstopper in that round either. Still has that
Ujung-ujungnya
accessible
balik
in
lagi
the
ke
next
ini.
round. That is another bonus round going
Cracks
T1's
yang
way on this
strawberry
map.
pudding.
Remember, the first half, the first round,
Itu agak
DFM
dingin
gathered as
dikit.
well. It was of the thrifty
Rasanya
variety.
kayak
So we
puding es
definitely
krim
need,
strawberry gitu. Terus
well,
yang
another
dari
bonus in the
apa?
next round, you'd assume for DFM to
Dari
get back
Odd
into
Drifts
what this
ada
map
tuh
to
yang
start
V7
their
yang
offense on
racing
this
itu enak.
attacking side now. Just feels like it is from behind more
Cuma
often
satu lagi
than
dari
not.
Cracks tuh yang
Outlaw for
Cookies and
Izu
cream.
here, the perfect weapon choice
mantap.
against all of the lesser equipped shielded
Sama
members of
ini nih,
DFM.
Saltnik lagi nyobain yang
Goes down middle to clear.
Minggu bubblegum
A lot of utility coming through from
dari Foam.
Garage. Meteor providing
Biasanya
additional
tuh
support on angles as well.
kalau
Spots out
dari
Kaede.
Saltnik
You got all this mid control at the moment. You can just sit here as
biasa
long as you
pakai
want.
Icy Mango dari Foam.
Yeah, one more
Cuman
and
pengen
DFM
sekarang lagi
is
pengen
no.
nyobain nih Mango bubblegum.
That'd be very
Sama ini sebelumnya
Posture
lagi
tail
pakai
on the side of
para dewa
DFM.
yang Saltnik. Ini tuh yang pisang
slow and
strawberry.
silent to scale back up into A though, where
Lumayan lah kalau buat
there
kalian yang
is a
suka-suka
single
buah
player
itu.
from T1,
Boleh
but
itu nyobain.
If I'm remembering correctly as well,
Strawberry
might be wrong in
banana.
this old DRX wall. Pop that up. You can waltz in towards the site. But you then remember that Kaide's dead. So they are going to go straight into Stax' crosshairs, which he won't overplay his hand and take a fight. He'll give this site control to DFM. They can get a plant here and then try to just shoot with the sheriffs.
look at the numbers. The sheriffs from DFM still quite lethal, but there goes Showstopper now, and DFM's forced to respect it. They try to get ahead though, and Akami managed to break apart Buzz.
Okay. Sheriffs are starting to do some dirty work at the moment.
Oke,
Just
ketahuan
Meteor
flank
and
1,
Munchkin. See if they're gonna be able
City
to
1.
actually now kind of clutch
Oof.
back up. May says no to Meteor. This one is again
Tripty
maybe
ya,
a
Tripty.
thrifty for DFM in the fourth round.
Gel,
of the half.
Tripty.
May finds the final. But they've
DFM.
done it again.
Oh my word, what is happening today with DFM's sheriffs?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's all that is happening today. It's DFM's sheriffs. Legitimately, a lot of these rifle rounds have not looked as convincing.
Wow!
The amount of times that T1 has been able to come back from behind, this time the sheriffs get the job done yet again. You've got to make this a turning point in this map, though. It has to start to go your way on this attacking side. Otherwise, it will be that 2-0 defeat. So we'll see a bit of stability, perhaps, if DFM can find it in this round. A
Ini
couple of
masuk
ults
ya,
come
ininya.
online. 1 point
Cek, cek.
away.
Oh,
Yatsko
masuk.
already with the drift available as well.
Harusnya masuk. Cek lagi.
Just to try to poke and prod across a little bit for now.
Bener,
Don't
masuk.
giving up an edge to your opponents. Color up middle doesn't see anything though. And May starts to investigate.
You'll confirm presence around A main. You'll confirm exactly who it is as well. It's Kaide. Doesn't give you mass idea that that's where things are going to be ending. However, T1 not budging extremely is what I'd like to say, because they've put this in the 4 basket of A with just the operator of Izu at the B site. This gate crash eventually going to expire. Will he take it to get out though? That'd be great timing for DFM to start to go in towards the site. As Izu moves into a better position, the drift comes in and he starts to get overwhelmed.
At least he manages to get away, but this does give control of the side over to DFM. Still holding the line though. Not allowing for DFM to take any further space. Kaide. Stealthy approach from the back of mid. And he takes down Buzz mid-rotation. Munchkin thought to check back into it, but knows that he needs to play for the objective instead. Siege comes out, DFM holding the lines, makes it a lot more difficult for T1 to get back in. Munchkin will be the first one to step through, but unfortunately has to hang back. It's a call to save because of the operator.
Well, it's not specifically that. It's a good prize to take into the next round, don't get me wrong, but DFM is too powerful once they get in towards the site and they push Izu off the line. There's no retake ability. You know that the mid crunch is eventually possible as well from Kaide, but you got to focus on saving your weaponry, and you just can't at that point in time. So T1 not going to be able to answer back after the thrifty. DFM, more importantly, double down and give themselves a bit of life in this map, perhaps.
Because these past couple rounds, I mean, they've managed to recover pretty well. Sheriff into the pushes.
Time to work.
And T1 unfortunately getting caught. They bring out their operator still, and unfortunately it's not on the right side. DFM trying to assert themselves over onto A.
Well, this might very well be a May showstopper entry if you'd ever seen one. The rest of the team all with him as well. Meteor is stuck at the ramp. They're going to send some utility his way as well. You are just absolutely dead. Good, sir. And that'll cause a bit of a reset on the round as well for DFM.
Okay.
With all 5 members around main, they've lost space everywhere.
Look at Izu.
So they're going to have to start to clear things. And with Izu pushing all the way up through Link with a very active gate crash as well, he should be good for at least one
Dua.
hit.
Oh, just shy of an inch. Still kind of slows things down against DFM though, but that's where Cez peeks back. Oh, takes down Izu, the op is gone.
Yeah, a couple of uncharacteristic shots and reactions from Izu in this round specifically, giving good chances for DFM to win this one even maybe flawlessly. Yatsuka though, not expecting a second repos from an opponent in the same spot where they dispatched Meteor earlier on. There's that showstopper though, that I mentioned too.
Lah,
See him?
gak kelihatan.
30 seconds.
Uh-oh.
How's he gotten away with this? Stacks!
Lol.
Success as well. This
Me.
is going upside down. You think I'd be
Kocak.
used to that right now. May gonna get blinded as well. There's 20 seconds sub to get on in. There's gonna be a very risky plant to go into the open now.
Duar.
Straight out in the open. Munchkin quickly spots it and reacts. It's T1
Kelihatan
back
padahal
into
itu.
the lead. You would have thought that DFM had something going, but neglecting the corner at the bottom of hell.
5 versus 3. They had the big openers in this round, DFM. And they make the call, relinquish control that they were starting to establish around the A side with the numbers. I mean, it's this point in time when Cess removes Izu, you think round's done. But then you go a little bit solo, right? Yatsuka left to his own devices. May overlooks the hell angle when he thinks he's cleared it properly, but hasn't. Stacks getting 2. Just absolutely stealing the round back from DFM. Very well, they did need this timeout. I'm a bit surprised how long it's taken for DFM to call a timeout in this map.
Nah ini nanti yang kalah ini turun ke lower melawan PRX. Terus yang menang nanti nunggu yang kalah antara Nongshim lawan RRQ.
Apart from that though, just
Nah, nanti guys yang RRQ itu yang menang antara RRQ atau Nongshim nanti lolos ke Master Santiago. Jadi di kick off ini, Varsity kick off ini ada 3 tim yang langsung otomatis lolos ke Master Santiago.
Now it's kind of reverted back a little bit, and they're maybe overthinking things from what T1 is showing around the map.
Definitely could be a possibility, but right now just trying to insert May down male.
He's got no way out of here. So Buzz has an opportunity to be able to find him, which he will. Izu finds Cess sticking from the shadows at the back of the A site with no boys to hold his hand for an entry out through A as well. This round, as I'm praising the starts of a couple of them for DFM, is looking
Dua.
very awkward, and they might not even get a damn kill in this round the way things
11
are.
ini.
I'm not sure
Dewan.
what the execute plan was supposed to be, but either way, Stacks just prevents them from marching further into the A site now.
Cepatkan,
It's T1
T1,
once again
cepatkan.
up to 11.
Better outcome from DFM's timeout for T1 in this one, because they also really have a bit of an impact on the money machine of DFM. Punching in the digits, and well, it just says that there's no funds. 4 alive for T1, building up mass confidence, you'd assume. 2
Kencang
more
stats.
rounds to go for a pretty good 2-0 today. See what the kitty has in order for DFM here. Some light shields and a sheriff assess. They are full in on this one, essentially. So you'd love an opener, you'd love a double. But then don't drop that 5 versus 3 as the operator again for
Good
Izu. I
lagi.
talked about it before. It's looked a little bit awkward so far. Can't even shoot the clone.
Kayak
Unfortunate,
Rams.
but at least he repositions up
Okay.
in towards ramp, does take down 1. Kaide to exchange.
Very needed trade to come through from Kaide at the moment, but the rest of the squad needs to get in towards the A site. You can see that that's the idea of T1 as well, that they think, well, this might very well be where it's ending. Munchkin moves location over towards A as well. As DFM do have that Nightfall available to try and get into
Masuk rem
towards
nggak
the
sih?
site.
Masuk rem.
Kaide with the pit for a bit of security.
Kalau
but
nggak balik ke B.
mid-rounding for
Ambil mid.
DFM has been called to go towards B here with the space that Cess is finding up at the tower, with the rotations from the rest of the squad as well. They're going into Buzz's lair, and he's got a showstopper here that could be quite poisonous.
Just gotta wait for the right moment
Bas ada ulti lagi.
Seconds
to
left.
strike. Straight into the pits. Oh, the utility though, still pretty good, so no chance at dropping the showstopper, but Meteor has arrived. The barrel revealed, however, and
nice
Cess now
sis.
gets a pickup.
Kok malah dukung ini ya? Gak apa-apa lah. Biar seru.
I don't know why you're not deploying the pit first and foremost, and then
Saya kalah,
Cess
Diwan.
loses his life in that bit, but it's Kaide, oh, doesn't get the allocation for the seconds.
Nice
And
stacks.
Stacks will be the savior for T1 to now find
Good
serious
take.
point.
Relatively close and clean. They managed to find some mid-rounding here and there, but down to the final moments of the round, what would you call them? Slip-ups? You TP'd into the open, you didn't drop the pit?
Crumbling under the pressure at the moment.
Okay.
Crumbling indeed. Time, not really a massive issue there. It's the rotations, it's the ambitious call of
10 seconds left.
Cess to
Itu
bring
Mei
things
kalau
over
dapat
to
sih
that
enak
B
sih itu.
site. The trade game in this game for both of the sides, or in this round rather, was looking good. Getting those immediate trades, but T1 just better favored at the end of it. 4 map points now, series points to play with. Buzz sending him the show.
Lah, Mas.
Guillotined out immediately by Kaide.
Yeah, that's a rolling head for sure, but still we do
Bumbot gak
have
sih,
that
Mei?
chance of Munchkin hiding in the smoke.
Oh, udah habis, nggak ada bumbot.
See what DFM elects to do.
Well, Meteor has waltzed down towards middle.
Tahu
base,
gak sih harusnya?
himself too.
Smoke kayak
It
gitu
really does
di
come down
resmoke
to
harusnya tahu
reactionary
deket nih.
Decisions right now. DFM, again, don't overcomplicate things perhaps. Bit of a lesser buy here with Guardian and the Bulldog. Not going to see Yartska and Cess go in first. Perhaps it does need to be May.
Prowler dulu.
Prowlers to lead the way.
Ya,
Judge in the
mati
dark
dah ini.
cover.
Prowler gak sih, Akame?
Doom around the corner. But is it all gloom? Izu finds Kaide.
Duar.
You don't Prowler the smoke. You don't clear things as DFM.
Duar.
But you do get the trade for the 3 versus 3.
Kocak Akame gak di Prowler.
Flash over onto Heaven as well, but no one's there, so Meteor might have a slight timing. Izu approaching from the
Spike
rear.
planted.
Stacks, more orthodox angle.
Ini
Smokes,
harus dapat
spots
nih
out a
si
comment to the Prowler of Stacks.
Sis.
So it's additional information now. Each individual
Oke.
player from T1 has a line, but shuts down an initial one. Another one from the rear as well. It's Meteor back in through Garage, looking for a slight timing off of Stacks. Unfortunately, Stacks gets caught now, so it's a full-on 1v3. Can Meteor clutch this up to close out the map? He's hungry for it, but the spike is ticking, and that means pressure
Saya
mounting
kalah.
up. Can't quite spot anyone out though. In fact, might have gotten spotted himself. He's down to low HP, and Akame seals the deal. DFM managed to hang on.
Udah closing. Let's go T1, closing T1.
You got to use the right timing to deploy them if you feel like you need to as a coach right now.
Bad shot.
As it is a bit of a hold-on approach for T1. Also, a firm grasp for DFM. Their life, they are holding a firm grip. Barrier drop, explosive plays outside A.
Oh, and it's Buzz diving straight into it as well. Unfortunately, this is where he finds head collision and
Belum ya,
falls.
paling abis round ini. Abis round ini harusnya closing sih. Ini susah.
Sending it off the rip.
Soalnya lagi saving.
It would appear. But that's the definition of insanity, isn't it? Try the same thing over and over again, expect a different result. It works in Valorant. It works in these games sometimes. But for these 2 rounds, not. It is a lesser buy for T1 in this one. Gotta maximize chances of closing this game with the proper weaponry in possession. And an opportunity here for DFM to get a couple of ults online as well to help their chances to hold on in split.
Aduh.
Gatska playing with his life around these spots.
Ya, mati dah.
It's cheeky.
Aduh, untung gak dimajuin.
Because he could potentially find the right timing to do this. No assistance though. No.
Bisa gak sih ini closing?
By Izu to set Munchkin up, but he goes through on the right timing. He finds some extra damage and change now. May trying to get into the skies, gets traded out, gets saved
Berat
by his teammates. Izu and Meteor gonna potentially both fall now as the site is overwhelmed by DFM. It's just Meteor in a 1 versus 4.
Last expected position for DFM to kind of reassert themselves through the smoke. I mean, Munchkin almost had the right opportunity for it, but unfortunately now, just Meteor. Could perhaps find Akame, maybe one other player, but still way too overwhelming. Gonna be a full buy round for the next on T1 side at least.
Even for Meteor, if you remove a gun from the equation of them, it's not going to do anything too massive. You need to remove a couple. And you've been giving them an extra ulti point as well. Cess is the one that gets it, so he'll be 1 away from the shadows. Some of the ult names in this game are very selectively interesting, but it's fine.
10 to 12.
10 to 12. 2 more chances for T1 to try and close. 2 more opportunities for DFM to push into overtime.
Let's go. T1 closing.
In the Yoru hands for Izu. On the flip side, Cess the one holding it for DFM at the moment as we lean to the B site to start things off. That is where Izu holds his own scope.
It's the clone. Tries to go for a second shot. Oh, he actually
Nice,
gets it.
Izu.
Dimensional drift still though for DFM to try to
Tawan di sini.
thwart T1's advances on the retake.
You're into the side. You're trying to get this Viper's Pit down as Kaide. You certainly need to use it and deploy it in this round. You would assume you're at a player deficit. The plant is early. As T1 will have a 5-player retake.
Okay. Buzz and Stack still have utility though, so that could be tossed into
Udah
the
gak ada
pit.
scan ya. Stacks.
Then you gotta watch out for
Prowler sama
Sees nade combo.
Fizz.
hiding inside. Looking for the right spot.
Okay, nice,
And there
Bas.
goes. Catches onto Akame, so unfortunately not yet Kaide, but still trying to spam on through now. DFM players managing to avoid all the bullets, but still T1 continuing to relay forward. Kaide
Let's
takes
go.
a couple down, but then falling himself at the end.
Cepatkan
T1
RRQ.
gets it. They will advance into the middle bracket finals at the end of the second map.
Maybe there was something about the research in my notepad right now that says if T1 wins this 2-0, I think it's because they'll look good. They look good in this series right now. There was some convincing rounds that they come out with as well. There was some great first half starts as well for DFM. We're seeing some great signs from them as well. But whilst this team is looking like a solid, structured team at the moment, T1 has only shown growth through kickoff as well in this middle bracket run. So we've got a team here in T1 that now
Tet, teret, tet, tet.
have a chance in the lower space too against Paper Rex tomorrow, so they're going to have to get right and ready for that series.
Would that be intriguing? DFM versus Paper Rex, but for now, T1. What an incredible performance, especially with all the individual players stepping up. We're going to toss it down to the stage for the winning interview.
Pingin ngelanjutin Mortal Kombat, cuman seru gak ya sore-sore?
That was once again T1 with the win, one step closer.
Paling enak sih nyantai sore-sore,
Now,
main apa, Magic Chess, kalau nggak TFT.
오늘 승리하신 T1의 이주 선수 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 승리 축하드립니다.
Baru kalau malam baru main game-game
Massive
seru. Tapi jujur sebenarnya gue takut ya. Ini kan harusnya WP kayak gini harus daftar ya. Ngasih tahu ke apa? Ke Valorant-nya, Valorant Indo. Cuman nggak tahu gimana cara ini ya. Lagi streamer UMKM kan ya, belum ada subs, apalagi yang nonton juga masih dikit, kayaknya bakal susah. Cuman nggak apa-apa, kita tabrak. Soalnya ini kan nggak full juga, cuman tipis-tipis. Selangin apa, main MC Gogo, miliinin kali. Mana properties, capture audio udah. Gamenya kita iniin ke mana nih? Udah, cuman kok nggak kebaca ya di game capture. Bacanya di Windows Capture. Oh. Kalau panas itu pun minyak buka deh. Tapi kenapa beda ya? Kamera sama di OBS. Di kamera clean gitu, kalau di OBS kayak nggak clean. Apa resolusi monitor ngaruh? Harusnya ngaruh sih. Kan ada dua monitor ya, yang satu pakai monitor PC, yang satu pakai monitor TV ini. Di yang monitor TV sih bagus ya. Monitor TV, monitor apa? PC, monitor desktop clean, mukanya juga clean, ini clean. Tapi kenapa di monitor TV, oh kayaknya dari pixelnya deh, kayak pixelet gitu loh. Kalau di monitor TV pixelated gimana caranya jelasin ya, si titik-titiknya kelihatan kayak titik-titik cahaya si layarnya. TV dulu sih Samsung apa, udah LED, cuman yang awal-awal LED loh.
Well, thank you so much, Izu. I love the confidence, zooming out from you and T1 as the super team you are, and best of luck. 네, 이렇게 해서 이주 선수 만나봤고요. 그리고 결승 파이팅 하시고, 네, 저희는 다음 경기로 뵙겠습니다.
Thank you so much, Jen, and a word from Izu, of course. And we have our first middle bracket finalist. It's gonna be T1. And guys, it's been a while since we had a 2-0 kind of match.
Yeah, I mean, very well deserved from Team 1. I mean, there's no argument who was the better team today. They came in prepared, looking very sharp, very even across the board. That's the big thing for me with this Team 1 roster. Is if everybody is activated, this team becomes immensely scary. DFM not really able to continue the momentum that they've had running through this middle bracket, and it's going to be a tough road for them now, dropping down to the lowest.
Yeah, Meteor's put on a bit of a clinic in this series. He's been a little bit up and down, mostly consistent on the Astra though. This series, dropped 40 kills across 2 maps. I mean, he put on a clinic hand in hand with Isu. And I think with those two guys firing up, plus with a much better revitalized performance on the Neon, and then of course he's going to do well on the Rays. T1 was fragging all across the board, and unfortunately TFM couldn't really deal with that. The ship rather, not the ship. The ship has sunken into the whole bracket.
But it isn't completely defeated yet.
Kenapa mati-mati ya?
One more match. Yeah, I mean,
Monitornya.
That's the beauty of the lower bracket is they do have that last shot, but it's going to be tough. Today's match MVP is of course very
Tet,
good.
tet, tet.
This guy, especially in map 2. I mean, I feel like he's great on this Viper. It suits him so well. He's going to be dangerous in this middle bracket.
Yeah, I remember when Meteor used to make all the memes about him in 2023. The beginning of franchise and him being part of T1, Munchkin joining T1. T1 I think is going to be so unstoppable as we get further into the year, and this was a really good showing. Every player stepped up.
Oke, habis lagi.
And Buzz showed up today, and not just diving in for the rest of the team. So this is what we want to see from T1. So good on them, and maybe not completely surprising that they are one of the finalists in the brackets here today. But we do have our first qualified team going to Santiago. It's going to be happening very shortly. So we of course invited Nokshin here. We have Nokshin, assistant coach. So welcome, and it's going to be a big day for you guys. Okay, I want to ask you, first of all, this is going to be a best of 5. This is going to be your first best of 5 in Pacific. It's a little bit different, right, than playing in Ascension. So I want to know how you guys have been prepping. You've had 2 weeks. Did you do anything a little bit differently?
Actually not. We are preparing same as we are preparing BO3 because we already have like 3 BO5 experience in challengers and Ascension, and we are believe that experience will also helps today. So there's nothing much different in practice. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's really interesting then. So, respect to all those Ascension matches. And I guess you guys did have the longest match in history. Pacific history against RQ.
Yeah,
Like
right.
best of 5.
So I want to follow up on that a little bit. So, Dongshim and RRQ have played each other many times. Last year, we saw that insane overtime. How different does this matchup look for you guys this year in this kind of new, different meta? So there's a lot more Yoru, a lot more double duelist. Do you think this plays into your hands?
Like it's hard to answer because at that time versus RQ, I was not on the team. Yeah,
Joined in June, I think, right? Somewhere around the middle. Yeah. But then you were involved in some of the other series as well. What was it like playing RRQ last year?
last year, I joined either of the stage 1 and between of the stage 1 and 2. So my first match against RQ is stage 2, and actually we had hard time during RQ because me and RB just joined the team, and our preparation is not good at the moment. So that's one of the hardest point. But now
RRQ. Waduh. Apa nih? Up. Waduh. Kocak Twitch. Lol. Kenapa Twitch ya? Twitch, YouTube. Nah,
Bisa ada adegan
Peprex dia FM dong.
iya.
Batal
Mana
bos
Peprex
sekarang.
udah ngirim jersey lagi.
Iya lagi, baru nih.
Di FM mana ini jersey
Nah,
ini?
FM,
di FM
jersey,
boleh,
di
iya,
FM.
di FM send jersey to
Jersey,
Jamalism
jersey,
and
jersey,
Yanto
di FM,
Kocul.
jersey.
Oke, kita tunggu kiriman jersinya selagi kita break.
Minta di sini.
Jangan kemana-mana sampai kita kembali.
be right back dulu, be right back.
RRQ. Iya, gue Gemau. Gue ikut Gemau aja.
Tetap ikut Gemau.
Gemau kemana gue ikut.
Oke, berarti sayang sekali ya Peprex jersey lu nggak guna dikirim ke
Guna.
mereka.
Guna.
Kalau
Buat
lagi
main padel.
main, kalau lagi main.
Oh, lagi main. Iya, main padel juga.
Tapi ini ngomongin soal Dar, tim pertama yang akan masuk ke Master Santiago. Dua-duanya nih kakinya udah begini. Satu nih kayak kaki
Zem.
RRQ nih, Dar. Ini kakinya Nongshim nih.
Bau.
Ini kan,
Bounce.
sikut-sikutan doang tuh.
Lagi-lagi nih duel Ramyun.
Duel Ramyun dengan duel
Iya.
mie
Bener.
Here in Pacific, so moving through as that #1 seed really is the goal.
King Jemkin.
The question, of course, that you were asking Coach just now was, do you have answers for Jemkin? Of
Yeah.
course, the reverse question, highly applicable as well. Do they have answers for the Danby Neon?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great. I think especially when Jemkin is on that chamber, it's funny how different these two players are. Jemkin is always that much more slower style. It's Monya that does the craziness in this RRQ team, where it's Danby on that other side. So a key matchup I'm looking for is that Danby Neon sprinting it down at Jemkin's site. Who is winning that head-to-head more often? Because that might be the difference maker in this series.
You need to be clever about how you approach it for sure, and I think Nongshim will have studied that footage.
Yes.
On the other hand, though,
Sure.
you saw just how effectively
Ini
RRQ
ke
was
atas
able
gitu
to
ya,
deal
tapi
with Paper Rex's
yang ke atas.
aggression. They're playing such a slow, measured style, almost kind of European-esque, walking around the
Terlalu
map in a pack, waiting for the other
full
team to
nanti
make
mejanya.
mistakes and punishing in kind. And you know that on the defense, Nongshim is going to be the kind of team that wants to make
Duh,
plays, wants to
panas.
aggress out on the map. So really, it is up
Banget
to
sih.
RRQ to attempt to kind of punish that.
Now, both these teams have had some of the most amazing clutch highlights. Even
Yes.
Xpero has given Jemkin credit for carrying their team to success last
Yes.
year. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from previous matches. But I think both of these teams want to move well beyond that.
Yeah, I think clutches are going to be such an important factor in this best of 5. Both of these teams have big clutch players. You see Francis on the Yoru actually has a pretty good clutch rate. We've seen big clutches from RB. We've seen big clutches from Ivy actually. Nongshim, even going all the way back to Jakarta, is a team that has so many clutch players. You don't have Margaret or Persia anymore, but you still have a lot of clutch factor. And as mentioned on RRQ, some great clutches on their side as well. Xpero's always a big game player.
Yeah, I mean, Ivy versus Xpero isn't the tagline matchup for this, but I think that's the bread and butter. That's the meat and potatoes of this, where really, who is able to put the shift in the most in those disadvantaged situations? Who's able to steal those rounds? Because that might be what this comes down to.
Yeah, big swing rounds, big best of 5s. It's going to be, you know, making the other team eco. It's going to be getting in their head when they lose a clutch. Very, very important stuff for an international qualification game.
Definitely. And so far, what we've seen is that they have kind of a similar map pool, but we also have a very limited sample
There's
size.
a lot of blank.
It's crazy. It's quite for RRQ. They played 4 maps.
Yeah, I mean, they're just too good at the moment. They haven't really had to show a whole lot. You know, on some of those maps, they haven't even played one of the halves, so you just really don't know what their style is going to be looking like.
I mean, that's
Okay.
the most perfect situation to
belum
have
update,
coming
Kak.
into a best of 5. There might be maps coming out in this veto that you've just not had to show anything of yet, which is amazing for them. That's really the way I would be trying to take the veto if I was on RRQ here, because you still have a lot of surprises left in store across this map pool. So that's what I'm looking for today. I think
Sama-sama
namely,
bagus sih.
Breeze, I want to know what they got cooked up there. Abyss as well. I mean, they've been avoiding split. I'm kind of
Pro
expecting
di
them to ban this here,
Nongshim
but
belum tahu
realistically,
ya.
having so many twists and turns, even then, you've had 2 weeks so you can come up with comp changes on the maps you have shown. Having 2 weeks to do all this prep work really does make a huge difference going into this.
Now, we have Skirmish again to find out.
Where's RB at?
Yeah.
Where's he at? Where's the
Oh,
Stinger?
He's a
The
rat.
Stinger judge operator. He is one of the dirtiest skirmish players I have ever seen. And there he is!
Oh,
Let's see
Oh.
it
We're doing
again!
it. Okay.
He's up against Jemkin. Jemkin's probably going to be
Surely.
pulling out the rifle. He's probably coming into this skirmish thinking he's about to play a normal game.
Surely Jemkin's not going to have any of that nonsense.
I haven't seen
Apparently
anyone.
he is.
I haven't seen anyone rock the deadlock skin yet. That's a different one for RB.
Yeah. The
Oh, he's got the
operator
op out
act
already.
straight away. The rat
Dirty,
boy.
dirty man.
Oh, there we go. Why even bother against this guy? Just give him veto advantage.
Now Jemkin's got the op out. This is where I would expect RB to be sitting in the corner
Oh,
with a
he's got a stinger and a
He's
shorty.
got a stinger, yep. This is it. You're holding the angle for him. You got to slowly walk up on him, and then you're just going to get run out
Oh
with a
my
stinger.
god. The thing is, I love the new skirmish changes. I think this is amazing. I just think we need to ban RB from it. I think RB's not allowed to play.
I can't believe he's doing this. Like, this
Is
is...
he round the side?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I thought he was getting around the side
Look
there.
how far Jemkin back was. He literally put his butt in the corner. He's
That's what you gotta
studied his
do.
opponent. This is counter-stratting in the skirmish.
I kind of like it.
He's done the stinger again!
Oh!
Well done, Jemkin.
You deserve it!
Well done, Jemkin. Put a stop to it. Look at him, he's smiling. He knows he's not going to take this.
He's got the vandal out. I mean, Jemkin is just playing the op every single round here, Vic.
I mean, that's what I would do if I was him. You know, you want to back yourself into a corner. Not
Buy one,
get
buy
able
one.
to, you know, get run down. Oh, he's having to bring out the
ding.
vandal. He's having to play straight up tactics now. Jemkin shut down the trickery, but it is 4-2. Wow.
this is. I feel
Ardi
like
sih
this is gonna
sakit
be a
ya.
reflection of what's gonna be happening in this best of 5 today.
Arby's
It's
got
gonna
the
be a
off
lot
out.
of back and forth.
Hup.
There's so much mind games.
craziness.
Oh, Arby sat him down again.
He is my least favorite skirmisher
Wait.
by a long way.
Okay, I thought Jemkin was just gonna walk off and knock his pump, which to be fair, that would be
I would- yeah.
justified.
Why not? I feel like that is a little bit of the Nongshim style, you know, at times here. But as the map draft comes in, we had a lot of questions what they would end up picking.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Nongshim has won
Okay,
the
Korod.
advantage in the veto. They
Bain.
have opted to force RRQ to ban first.
Evan.
RRQ takes out Split. That is one of Nongshim's most played maps. They've
Abyss.
picked it a couple of times as
Cedar ya.
well. You have Nongshim taking out
Breeze.
Pearl. It's not a map that they've played yet. RRQ looks very good on that against
Hmm.
Paper Rex. And then we roll out the rest of the picks. The ones that we haven't seen yet, I think Abyss we haven't seen yet.
and
Breeze we
Breeze.
haven't seen yet from either one of these teams. And it's interesting that they're kind of front-loading the maps that they actually have some reps on already, and then leaving some of the less played maps and the ones where you have less expectation of what the comps are going to be looking like towards the end of the series.
Yeah, I mean, if we get towards map 4, map 5, I think this series is going to go crazy. 'cause we
Bainnya-
really don't know what way it's going to go. I think a big thing is that we're expecting to see Jemkin play that chamber in the 2 opening maps that
Evan
we've seen from them,
oke.
which could be very dangerous for Nongshim
Apa
if
aja
he's
tadi?
starting to heat up early in these opening maps.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is why predictions are mostly in the
Terus
favor of
di
RRQ.
ban ya?
Like you, like
Sen
Moski
nggak
was
ada,
saying
esok
earlier, I
nggak
mean, it's kind
ada.
of hard not to have them as the
Oke,
favorites
berisi
here. But
jelek.
I see that you are a fellow
Cuman
Nongshim believer today.
pearlnya
Was
Yeah.
it the meat shake or was it something
60
else?
Lotus aja
No
nggak ada
comment
ya.
about what I do on the
Nggak
weekends.
ada. Abyssnya
Honestly, I
jelek.
think if it's
Korod,
not now,
Korod.
then it's never for Nongshim. They're on a generational run. They've been winning for quite a while now. I think this is a good time for them
Harus
to
menang sih
beat
di
RRQ.
map all-nya.
They beat them in the past already in the head-to-head. They know that they can do it, even though this is a stronger RRQ than they've probably
Minimal
ever
Korod
had to
menang
take
dulu.
on before. Yeah, I think they've got a reasonable chance of winning this series. I wouldn't be surprised if RRQ win, but I want Nongshim to win here. I think I would love to see them qualify to an international team, if not to force the EMEA and Americas players to have to play against Danby Neon, because that would be scary for them.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great to see. You've gone for RRQ, feeling really
Yeah,
confident about that prediction today?
I mean, I think they're just the clear favorites. I think so far they played the best Valorant that we've seen in kickoff. They're flawless in maps. It doesn't look any better than this. I think it's very hard to predict against them personally.
All right, well, we're going to find out who's going to be the first team punching their ticket to Master Santiago. Is it going to be RRQ or is it going to be our Ascension team, Nongshim, for the very first time, being this close to qualifying to internationals?
Dun, 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 dun. Let's go.
Upper bracket finals.
BO5, aduh sampai malam nih. Kayaknya nggak full guys.
It's the final
Nonton
weekend
sampai
of
maghrib aja
kickoff
kayaknya.
where there have been upsets galore, where games have been pushed to the absolute limit. And today,
Monyet.
right now, VCT Pacific is finally about to find out who's going to be the first team going to Master Santiago. It's RRQ versus Pacific's Ascendant team, Nongshim. Now we have to acknowledge the resilience of Nongshim to qualify into Pacific, not once, but twice. And today marks the closest they've ever been to a final.
Yeah, you're seeing Danby and Monyet first out onto the stage. If we see them both on the Neon in the
Gem
first
King.
round, they'll be the first ones into the side as well.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are the cracked Zoomers. They're the ones that are all over this map. So I think they're going to have an amazing head-to-head today. But first qualification day, probably the biggest game of the Nongshim players' lives so far. They've played those best of fives. We know that they've got the wins there in Tier 2, but this is a different beast. This is about going to the internationals. This is about making your mark globally. This is the biggest opportunity though.
Absolutely, and RQ's already been there, and they're the only Pacific team in kickoff to not have changed a single player, and it shows why. They're continuing on a stellar run this year in kickoff. They won first in stage 1, then they placed second in stage 2 last year, and they've been completely undefeated
gila
here
nih,
in
pria
kickoff,
gila.
not dropping
Crazy
a
guy.
single map.
They want their third international appearance in the row. They haven't necessarily gone as deep as they would have wanted, but they've learned some serious lessons. And if they win this series, they'll have won another Pacific stage in first place and be seeded deeper into the tournament this time around. So maybe they'll have a much better placement.
Yep.
Now, we were talking about the teams and the form they were coming into in kickoff. Ewok remarked on this. Nongshim just looked at this team that was coming at 80%, whereas a lot of the other teams are maybe around 50% of their max potential. But just now, our chat with Coach Sungmin, he looked really confident. He says we're at 100%.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I love to see that kind of confidence from a coach heading into this best of 5. Really trust his players, really believe that they're going to have all of the answers today. And that's a big, big statement against a well-disciplined team like RRQ.
Now, we just saw Cushy walk onto that stage here. He was on a lot of our build diff rosters because this guy is showing what he's made of. This is the Cushy we wanted to see last year.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you saw him in last year's kickoff. He had a bit of a performance dip stage 1, stage 2, but now again in 26 kickoff, he is once again showing that crazy form we saw that made us all think if this guy's going to be Rookie of the Year. It didn't end up happening, but maybe he's going to have the year he was meant to last year this time around.
And Xfarrell entering the stage just now, he's actually the OG David because that is his name. Is David there, and definitely a favorite of Ewok's. He's just been with the team for so long.
Yeah, I mean, I think for Xfarrell especially, he's been on this team since 2023. He experienced the ups and downs of this organization. They had seasons where they didn't qualify for playoffs. Now they're looking to lock up that #1 seed. He's been through it all. He's going to be the rock. He's going to be the anchor of this RRQ team today.
Now, while RQ's players didn't change since last year, I have to say, props to Nongshim. They haven't really changed the core of their roster from their first ascension here in Pacific.
Kept the coaching staff as well.
No.
Look, this is what happens when you put more Americans in the coaching staff. You get the bleed through of the brain rot and all of the American memes here in Pacific. He's corrupted poor young Monyet. He was such a good boy.
Oh, that was so unnecessary. But you know what? They've done that every single match in kickoff, and it seemed to do them okay. Well, we'll be starting off with the Crowd as our first map here, and you made a really interesting point about Jemkin likely going to be playing the Chamber, and Jemkin on Chamber is absolutely divine.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think I'm feeling better than ever about my pick of RRQ because they're playing the 3 maps that they've shown first. They're maps that they've heated up on in the past, and the deeper this series gets, the more surprises they will have in store. It's hard for Nongshim to be ready and prepared as this progresses all the way through, so I don't know how this can go wrong for RRQ. I think Nongshim need big individual days. We need to see Danby heating up. That double duelist has to activate and come alive. And for me, especially in this map 1, they need to have an answer for Jemkin's Chamber.
I mean, they haven't seen much film on it. Nongshim has one Corrode and they played out their whole attacking side. So they've shown a lot of their tricks to RRQ of, you know, their general approach and style if they run with the same comp. For RRQ, they actually had a 10-2 attacking half. They haven't even really showed their defense yet. And Nongshim is allowing them to start on the defense because they opted to start attack with the double duelist. They want to set the tone with some of that patented Nongshim aggression right at the start of the series.
Man, I think it's going to be a long night. Both of these teams have records, literal record-breaking matches that have gone so far into the overtime. And now that they're doing their very first best of 5 against each other, I think you guys better, you know, grab that Red Bull, maybe a few Red Bulls. This is gonna go to the distance.
Yeah, I mean, I have no doubt about it. These teams are evenly matched. punch for punch, and it always has been. We have the agent select coming through now. RRQ, no changes from when we saw them last. This is pure comfort for this team. Jemkin is on that chamber. He's gonna heat up in a major way. We all know it. He's back on his signature agent. And Monya on that Neon, gonna be matching Danby, trying to go crazy across the map.
Yeah, we've seen the Neon matchup between Danby and Monya in the past. It always provides some quality entertainment. I think Nongshim are very comfortable on the attacking side of this map. As mentioned before, they had a great attacking side against T1, so they want to keep continuing that momentum forward on Corrode here and start off the series quite nicely. They've given RRQ the ability to pick the first map, so they're going to be quite happy to see that it's Corrode.
Well, this is going to be the first best of 5 of 2026 at VCT Pacific. We're going to be sending it over to our casters, Quack and Komodo.
Okay, enough at the desk. It's time for the casters to yap. It's time for today's main event. We've got the red corner, we've got the orange corner, the Korean Slayers versus the Ascension Runners right here on the first map for Road. Komodo, what do you think?
Welcome back to the best region. It's time to see what teams are going to represent us over at Masters Santiago. Very excited for this best of 5. Of course, looking at the veto as well, both teams getting rid of the maps that we kind of expected on Heroes. What was the order going to be? And we know that some teams always have certain strategies when it comes to depth on these sort of vetoes as well, and these best of 5s. Essentially, Nongshim are going to be starting on attack every single map, except Abyss if it's not a 3-0 for that 4th map. In the choice of selection as well, they actually get, you know, the kind of final 2 map selections in their favored order for Abyss, for then Breeze, and they start on attack for Breeze as well. So if it gets the depth, that's why they have opted to pick that team in this veto order. And I mean, we had, what, Pearl and Split in the last series. We removed them, we got the other maps. It's a possible 7 map a day with 7 different maps in the pool. Everybody, welcome to Pacific. It is time to get this best of 5 started. Nongshim Red Force, RRQ. One will go to Santiago, and the other will have 2 more chances.
It's tough to say who's going to be the one to move forward, but one thing we can bet on for sure is the fact that this is going to be entertaining. And already kicking things off, Nongshim, of course, on the attack.
Gonna see what pace they can dictate here, but if you are going in towards this B side, just start on off as well. It's gonna be where Jemkin is on this chamber.
It's already set up with a slight, you know, positional advantage with Xferro around him.
Yeah, playing the 3-1-1. Right idea for the very beginning on this pistol. Of course, Monyet, rotate wherever he wants as well. The trademark in Link, if you're going to try and sniff that one out as Nongshim. Be very careful about the adjustments that Cushy is going to make over on the side as well, where he just has the Haunt and the Ghost. No extra utility. You start to reveal things in amongst mid, courtesy of Xros on the Prowler. Seeing nothing is there, so if you're playing for the gaps in this pistol round, Nongshim are pathing correctly.
Trademark at least might slow them down, but they actually break it, so pretty much free entry. Cushy wanting to avoid it.
Oh, in towards the A site, you're going to get the plant. I almost don't want to even see a 5 versus 5 for this pistol round. Definitely seen some teams have problems in those sort of positions.
Rotate.
And it's going to be a little bit too hot, you feel like. A bit too absence of information for Nongshim. They're going to start to reposition into the headhunter of Jemkin. Here we go. He gets a double. He's looking for Darby as well. Can't get the job done.
Dapat 2. Let's go, Jemkin.
Start to skedaddle over in towards this B side.
Yeah, hears it once again.
Wait.
Head, but no, he doesn't expect 2 more players straggling
Allah.
behind. It's Ivy with a double, and the numbers have been handed over to Nongshim.
Where is Mr. Crazy Guy going to start to come from? Darby jumping up a storm, trying to find him. Can't do it now, Crazy Guy. Can he come up clutch?
Has the paranoia to work off of. Smokes off the main
Tawan
area
dong.
for now,
Set.
but doesn't know
Hup.
where RB is
Aduh.
looking. Right click connects, it shots to the torso, and
Enten,
Nongshim picked
enten.
up pistol.
Well, in the small sample size that we did see for this map of Corrode so far between both of these teams, on the attacking side, they both did manage to find that pistol. They started off on attack in the series for Nongshim against T1, and they started off nicely with the 4-0, but you cannot forget the 10-0 start that RRQ found against DFM to close that series 2-0. Very, very convincing on Corrode. But as Pilski was kind of highlighting, we didn't see the defenses from them, right? So I'm going to be very interested to see what they have up their sleeve in this map on this defensive side.
Already seen a little bit from Jemkin. Definitely needing more as well. Smokes off all across middle. Angling towards A side as well, Nongshim.
Push mid.
Big waltz down mid for RRQ at the moment. Francis with the Marshall. Oh, just looking for a bit of a sliver that he can spot an opponent, find a freebie.
Seen teams do this several times, just off the top of the edge of the smoke, but RQ playing it cautiously for now.
Yep. Guys, I'm wondering, is this the Nongshim that we know? They're going slow. Which is fine in this sort of round as well. Francis, see what you can spot out with the Marshall. That's a nice one. If there's anyone that you want trying to farm up the eco frags, it is the Yoru with the Marshall, but only going to be good for 2. And gifting that gun now over towards Monyet to see what he can find.
Up, up, up.
Francis was the guy who earned
Okay, ding.
first ace of Pacific
Ding nggak
Kickoff
sih?
as
Oh,
well in
enggak.
2026, but right now it's
Okay, nice.
back. Crazy guy finds a couple down middle as well.
This is where problems can occur. Do you expect that Jemkin has elevated himself from that rendezvous? Feels like Darby had a bit of an idea, but now no longer.
Okay, nice.
It's all on to Exros. This is going to be an upset of a round for Nongshim.
Still a Guardian though, so not entirely impossible, but RRQ should have the right plays.
No smoke available for Crazy Guy, but a Paranoia if they do spot out where Exros is. It's not even planning for him though, unfortunately, and now they've just found him. Paranoia in. Defuse starting to be stuck, and the Stinger at close range is just not the weapon you want to go up against, or is it? Oh, the timing just gets out the Defuse for Crazy Guy, gets the kill at the end as well.
Hampir.
That is a round that you would usually say RRQ have no business in finding that they gather.
Comes down close, but thanks to the numbers, it still works out, right? I mean, there was a slight chance. Think about it. Wall penetration, it could work, but still, with the way that Monyet was playing around, with the additional support from that Stinger, it just bought time away.
It's 5 versus 3 at the end of the day that they drop, right? These are situations that you cannot have happen. If you've got a lone soldier by themselves, you need to be reeling them in. We need to see the culmination of this 2-week essential gap that these teams have had to prepare for this best of 5. The first best of 5 for Nongshim in Pacific.
And our first gun round as well. Bucky's, of course, for Danby. Straight up through the smokes, trying to possibly pop up on the other side with flash from Francis. Crazy Guy feels the heat and backs off and still gets tagged, and there goes Danby even further, but RQ answers.
Plant down in the chaos of things as well. Snake Bite over towards RB, doesn't extend on towards his position. He's still healthy here.
Could be false sense of security as well, depending. But RQ just taking their time, slowly marching through. RB makes his presence known. Shimmy thinks it's all clear though. Finally spots
Okay, nice.
around. That's Ivy gone. Maybe another if
Yeah.
he managed to pop on through. Pressure onto the spike tap as well.
RRQ
now in the lead.
That's really unfortunate of Ivy, to be honest with you. That box is not a safe spot. He puts himself in an awkward battle as soon as he misses the first couple of shots against Jemkin. If you have a bit of a win condition on this map as well, if you're enabling Jemkin to feel super comfortable on this chamber, if you're seeing Monyet get really dirty and being able to answer against the likes of Danby as well, it could get very problematic for Nongshim. You just see he was spotted out just before the smoke did come into play as well. But unfortunate for Nongshim in that little buy up of theirs, where they have the proper buy coming in towards this round with a couple of lighter shields, and against the Odin it can be a little bit risky to stick around too hard. There's an operator in play as well. Some big weapon abusers over on RRQ in this round.
Yeah, heavy hitters. You have to think as Nongshim, is that what RQ wants you to do, to end up on the A site?
It's just going to force them to think about things at the moment. And if you've got Nongshim that are really going to be taking down the clock and really forced to think about mass macro in this game, I feel like it's always going to be a little bit of a weaker Nongshim. Best when it's pacey, best when it's chaotic, readily available to take the fights, and that's what Danby is trying to do here. You can see why it's so gorgeous, but Monyet wants to answer back.
Great positioning just in time to bring the numbers back. Danby, of course, trying to find another spot as well, but at least the spike goes down.
You don't have any more Prowlers for Cushy in towards this retake, but you do have a Seize, you do have a Haunt. And remember that Operator and the Odin.
Not much left in Nongshim's kit. They do try to slow things down with a Seize, but that's pretty much the best they've got. Exros, though, still landing the shots! 3 down, and X marks the spot.
Ente.
RQ has to recede.
We hear Sungmin say that Xros feels comfy on this initiator role when they changed all the agents for a bunch of the boys on the roster, but he's coming out with great crosshair placement in this round for the 4K to equalize.
Just off the top of it as well, you might think Monette equalizing. He's trying to jump spot around, throw off crosshair placements. No, it's not a problem for Xros.
I mean, look at the first shot that Xros actually comes out with, right? He's got the protection of Ivy shooting the haunt for him. You need the clean comms in that position. But my word, Monette gets a smacker straight to his face, and then the quick allocations for Xros. Nightfall online. Some great shots coming through, and you break the buy of RRQ coming into this round, but you heard the Frenchman bring out the tour de force in this round as well. What can Jemkin do when he is on the other side of the map for where Nongshim currently are?
Pharaoh and Cushy could slow things down, but then again, you're never quite sure when it comes to someone like Dambi.
This sort of round, Xros and Dambi, powerful ultimate combo with a Nightfall and an Overdrive. I kind of don't want them to be using it though, because it is against the eco, but this is a best of 5. You take everything that you can. You try to make most of what you've got. Capitalize in every single situation, and now it's go time into this B-side.
Straight through with a Nightfall first, RB to teleport in. Jemkin already calling the rotations in, but it's a little bit slow as well. A couple of pistol shots do connect, but unfortunately, Ivy managed to lurk around as well. Still though, Xpharaoh in the game, but gets spotted out at the end. Xros once more.
There's some decent damage delivered by RRQ in that round. It'll tickle the economy going forwards, maybe resettable a bit sooner than Nongshim would like. We'll talk about the investments of those ultimates there as well. Just the Nightfall that gets deployed for Nongshim, and they do come out with the round at the end, so very well done. As they reclaim some stability, perhaps looking for a little bit more. They have the lead 3-2. There will be a timeout coming around the bend. Hopefully it is of the friendly type.
Timeout.
Yeah, it is. Jovi and Warbirds want to have a bit of a discussion with the boys. Again, to sort of set the scene of this best of 5 too, right? RRQ getting a taste of international stage last year, not having the best results. Ewok steps away from this roster, finds the replacement in Jovi for them, and they're looking to, again, go to international. 2 best of 3s that they win pretty convincingly. 2 weeks to prepare for this best of 5. Nongshim, however, twice over, fighting for their chances to be present in Pacific. Top of the top. And now they see themselves in probably the best position. No, arguably the best position they've ever seen themselves in. The roster is looking comfortable. They've got 3 chances. Both of these teams have 3 chances to make the international stages.
Okay, then I play up out then. I will hear the ulti. Okay. I smoke middle, I smoke middle.
Yeah. I break I first on me.
The wall. The wall.
They play mid,
I
yes.
chicken guys.
Now it's cheeky, isn't it? Cushy finding Darby. No elevation angle is going to be able to find that return from RB, unfortunately.
Pretty good on the recognition from the side of RQ, but you still want to count on Jemkin for the way that Nongshim want to insert themselves into A. Flash goes through.
They spotted him.
Goes back though, manages to TP out, but now stuck into the corner.
Yeah, Operator splits the wickets in that one, but the pressure is certainly mounting over at this A side. They're wanting to try and get on in, but the flash, it doesn't work on towards Crazy Guy, and he's going nuclear in this round, isn't he? Absolutely shutting everything down, as it's just going to be Ivy, and the wall drops, and so does his head from the shoulders. A 4K for Crazy Guy, 3-3.
Quick effect off of the timeout, and
Nice
you already
timeout.
see how, I mean, they kind of get a good read for how Nongshim wants to end up on the A side, but it ultimately comes down to how Crazy Guy relays forward after Jemkin fires his shots.
Definitely need to see a way in which you're trying to remove this Odin spam from the equation, and how you're trying to get rid of this Operator from Jemkin as well, because if he really is able to activate, hold his lines convincingly, hold his comfort angles, it's going to be pretty damaging to Nongshim. And this is the culmination now of that damage that's done a little bit earlier on the eco, right? You start to see a little bit of the problem in the econ of Nongshim. Down to a couple of lighter shields, down to a couple of lesser weapons. This is going to be a bit of a reset up This one falls over. You're expecting the overdrive from Darby.
Bone goes past. Jemkin doesn't budge. Still thinking of going straight up through middle, though. Not sure if Manya might have spotted anything, but definitely hears a little bit of sound from Dambi.
This is just an evil angle from Cushy at the moment. One lane to spam down.
A little bit from RB as well, but there we go. The spams working a treat. You do have Xros firing back, though, and now the overdrive pop, but Monyet square on. Xros, though, not backing down.
They don't know Xfero's here, though. He can steal this one as he catches RB in transition.
And now he heads on through. Xros inside of the smoke, trying to play sneaky around the corners.
This is for the ace.
Still needs to try to isolate the duels, though, and with the way that Xfero has been positioned, unfortunately goes down. It's off to just Jemkin. Nightfall does hit. Oh, and there it goes! Straight into the ground is Jemkin.
Bro.
And Xros
Clutch
comes
is.
up huge with ace.
That is absolutely massive to come through from him in that moment in time. When the overdrive comes through from Darby and he gets his head removed as well. That was the bit that you think, oh, this round might be lost. But no, Xros slides out from
Kenapa
Link,
nggak di-pick dulu
finds the
sama
multi-frag, settles himself with the plant. He's done bloody everything in this round, essentially. His team,
Jemkin
a
ya?
distraction. The ace to come through for Xros. And Nongshim again take the lead in this close affair.
Hit now comes out from Xfero onto the B site.
Still retaining this Odin and Operator for RRQ. Feeling like it is up their alley. Very, very comfortable in it. And with the Nightfall available as well and the Viper's Pit, that Odin can certainly do some mass damage depending on where
B-main udah dikontrol.
And if it is towards the A site, it is where majority of the RRQ members are currently. You got Jemkin
Tinggal jaga mid sama Link.
shoot that op. If you're not blocking his vision.
Ke main.
More of the main choke points, though. Crazy guy just jump spotting.
Linknya udah ada aja mungkin.
Hearing these as well, you always want to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, if you're going to start to scale up, though, as Nongshim, you're generally going to be popping that smoke and trying to figure out how are you getting in towards the elbow. It's an angle that they'll definitely want to be trying to find. Again, keep an eye on when Jemkin's going to be able to peek out with this operator. He's currently looking for the lurk in towards mid, but Nongshim have full focus on getting into this A site.
The flash has been drawn out. RQ has suffered against Ivy's lurks, though. Oh, and they do as well. A second time. Now trying to set up, you don't have the Nightfall anymore.
Yeah, and Ivy is super low, so you do consider using the pit or not. They're going to opt to do so.
Just in the nick of time, the relay bolt finding no effect, but Jemkin still around the edge of elbow. Takes down yet another. Now, how do you break into the pit?
Nice.
Yet with overdrive. Crazy guy managed to take down Dambi as well, and it's just RB left outside of the smoke, square and open in the face.
Yeah, everybody watching the angle that they need to for RQ in that moment in time. Essentially, every single fight they take in that post plan as well is a 2 versus 1 spot, right? You got Crazy Guy kind of switching between the elbow line and the sight line.
Let's go.
Focusing on the angles that they need to as well. When you got that operator coming in towards a retake, you're not trying to send Jemkin in. He's going to hold the lines with the team. I am a little bit surprised, mind you, that the Link position is not looked after by Nongshim when the wall goes down from Darby. The fast lane gets him in towards the site, but as soon as it drops, it's very quick from Jemkin to get activated in the round as well. Xfero for the close, keeping 4 alive for RRQ, 4 on the board for both, and now the credits be a problem for Nongshim. They're not going to have a bye.
Back in towards middle. I start to expect the Odin spam now.
It's going to be somewhere. It's either going to be the B wall, or it's going to be in through mid. And unfortunately, this round, Francis has found that the bullets through the wall also do have a big effect.
Still, though, they've managed to pass Death Valley now into Link. Looking for a way out, perhaps. Jemkin, though, has such a good line.
And this chamber of his is super scary. Corrode first, Bind next. You knew that you were going to have to face it one way or another in this best of 5. We hear that there is some sort of answer that Nongshim have to be able to remove Jemkin from the equation.
Nice,
Not like
Jemkin.
that. Not like that.
Ke B ini harusnya.
Brutal.
Tapi
Nongshim
IV-nya
find
di A.
themselves angling back in towards B.
You can just see the passiveness from RRQ. They understand the win conditions of this round as well. Not giving opportunities over to Nongshim.
30 seconds left.
You can let them into the side if you need to. They're the ones that have to go for the fights, especially in a 2 versus 5 where you have advantage.
And it just looks so complete as well. Each and every angle being supported. If Magnet goes down, it's possible that they could just come back in together. Xfero, off of the information that Magnet gets, unfortunately does go down to RB on a slight trade, but there you go, the whole team already arriving on the scene. And Magnet's just dancing around, waiting for someone else to come on through, or luring him into open range with that shorty. Crazy.
Nice, RRQ.
RRQ back in the lead.
He's just toying with him. He doesn't need to overcommit to an angle. He plays it very, very well. Xfero, yes, gets traded out from the tower, but again, you are still okay with a 4-pass mark, right, for RRQ. You reclaim the lead, you're going to have to start to see some sort of balancing of the economy, but there's no mass damage that's being delivered just yet. We're just going to be buying what we can, juggling where we can as well. The onus really is on Nongshim to off-put this Odin, to off-put this operator. They've currently not been able to really successfully do so. Through the smokes, through the corners. Infectious laugh. Buy up for Nongshim. 4 approach through the A main. Just the one in Ivy looking to lurk in towards mid, of course, and that'll be gate checked by the Odin of Kushi. But this op of Jemkin, this is the way to try and figure things out. Get him off the line with the dimensional drift. As Darby will follow in pursuit.
A good try. Magnet's here to support though. And it's out of the drift they go. They get hit by Nightfall as well. Is it possible for RQ to flood back in?
Oh, this flank though. Ivy.
Waduh.
Ivy finding
David.
Opportunities now for Nongshim to try and tie things up yet again.
Different angle and support this time. You have
Nice.
from the Odin as well. Oh, it's Dambi. Unfortunately caught first casualty for Nongshim. They're still in a good position over the spike though, which makes it really difficult for RQ to get on top. And that's where Francis, alongside Xross, continue to lay her down. And it's just not possible for RQ.
The way on in for Nongshim there is with the ultimates. They bully RRQ out of the sight, and when the spike plant goes down, they just have to play Overlook on it. Not overcommit absolutely everybody. As soon as you get a vision check that it's not even being defused, you just play your angles a little bit more passively. Don't offer up an opportunity for anyone to peek through the elbow as well. That was being held nicely by RB with the attempt of Jemkin trying to do that. So they are recognizing what they need to do in that post plant just there. But again, we just have another great buy round for both of these teams. Comes down to some great decision making and a different look from the get-go. Jemkin to push
Ada game baru guys, Little Nightmare.
Will Xross decide
Ntar
to
ngecek
prowl
dulu
up early, or do they attempt to walk up and
di
maybe offer
Steam
up a body
nih.
to Jemkin? It will be the Prowler first. Now you see the reveal of
Itu
Jemkin.
What they don't expect is Cushy though. Oh, another fatality
Nightmare.
thanks to the Odin. Such a dirty way to play, and the Prowler now comes back in again.
Darby has been shut down so much already. 3 and 11.
Reanimal.
Not being able to
Oh,
find
Reanimal.
some fragging action. Has found some space, don't get me wrong.
Nah,
You just feel like you want to get for his comfort in this map, in this
Apa
series,
nih?
him activating super early on.
masih
Depths of
demo.
position now for Nongshim, 40 seconds to go. And members inside the site
Rilis
are
harusnya
RRQ,
hari
and
ini.
with the TP check towards elbow. Crazy guy just confirms that they are still here as
Harga
Jenkins
300.000 bro. Wow.
Unbelievable.
300 ribai.
We thought it was going to be a heads up between Dambi and Jemkin, but no. It's Cushy's Odin as well. The spike down though.
If this is just a trade game from RRQ, they will come out on top of this retake.
Hopping over, we look to Xross, perhaps Ivy, but there goes RRQ. The numbers prevailing makes it so tough. It's just RB. As he looks to train his sights on top of the spike. RQ looks to dislodge with Snake Bite. But lo and behold, the Odin back in. Oh, it's Jemkin onto the other side. It's too good.
And again, that's why you have to have numbers to watch that spike spot, right? Previously, it was RB the one to look over towards elbow, and he...
Iya, nanti ini guys,
This
coba
time a 1 versus 4.
apa
little bit
IRL gitu,
beyond his reach.
IRL ngabuburit.
As RRQ
Coba kali ya
again
kalau ada
moves backwards and forwards,
temennya nanti
Fair will reclaim the lead.
kita coba
Will
IRL.
we see a tied scoreline though at the half, or will they lead just by a little bit?
Still possible, but either way, this performance already truly worthy of a final.
If it continues this way for all 5 maps, it will be a series of all time. For the players on the stage right now, it is a important series in their time, in their careers. They want to go to international stages. They want to showcase who they are to the world. And especially with RRQ already doing so, but for Nongshim not having the chance yet, massive for them this round. Gonna be big if they can find it as well. To the A side they lean, but not with all eggs in this basket. RB off yonder, can reposition if need. But we'll also see that there's nobody really spotting things out over at B. No util from Cushy, he's spamming that Odin over at A. So you have to assume the call for Nongshim might be to rotate over towards this B site right now. In towards Xfero. And towards Crazy Guy as well. The weaker side of the map. They've got to find the timing though.
Playing the map could work. Yeah, you're right.
The longer they take, Cushy's going to be here. Monyet not too far behind. The window has started to close.
Xfero still into the corner. Gate crash, doesn't matter. Snake bite now forces the team apart, and Crazy Guy goes huge! It's Monyet as well chiming in, but Dambi has managed to do a little bit of work.
Keep an eye on mid. Jemkin is going to miss the opportunity to try and find Ivy as he sneaks in towards the site. And it's
Ini kunci ada di Jemkin nih.
Goes down.
Spike
Trying to
planted.
keep himself concealed. Jemkin. Screen in his face. Has to look for the right timing as well. Monyet still has a full kit.
Okay.
Looking at every angle that they could possibly come from. Jemkin now taken out.
Shit, man.
And that's unfortunately where the round ends. RB as well, right off the top of the smokes once more, and that's gonna be a tied score at the end of the first half.
6-6, but look at the scoreline on the frag department as well. Crazy Guy is the one who is getting in amongst all of these fights as well. Atop the server, 15 kills at the moment. Not the player that you would put as the mass fragging option on this map, but hey,
Ngapain ya Crazy Guy ya?
and continue on fragging, who are we to say to stop it? Maybe the Nongshim fans will want that. But now it is time for the exchange of sides. RRQ to the attack. We've seen that before. We've seen how destructive it was against DFM. And for Nongshim on the defensive sides, there was helped last time against T1 with the pistol in the second, and a couple of rounds here and there just kind of floating, keeping above where needed. Against a T1 that was looking a bit mortal, right? You had Meteor on that waylay. They were trying to figure things out. Couldn't really see too much from T1 in that series. Starting to learn by depth of this kickoff tournament.
For these two teams, though, just already roaring at the go.
Pumpkin.
God, that's kind of mean. Well, thinking to the second half, though, I mean, this is where we get to see RRQ's attack, which brings makes it a little bit relevant to think about if Monyet's Neon is going to be indeed, better.
And I mean, you think about attack side, you think about a duelist trying to find a lot of the space. There was, as I said, space found by Darby, but it wasn't really him being the max way in, right? A lot of the time. You switch over onto the defenses. For Francis and Darby, what rotation timing are you looking to get out here? What battles are you looking to face permitted by your team? You look towards the radar at the moment and the barrier drop call. For Xros being the sole member at this B site, he has to be very careful with how he's going to play these angles and get some quick assistance for the rest of the team. But it will go silent for a little bit. Jemkin with the headhunter.
Respect around the smokes. Screen back up. Just trying to check and clear possible utility on the ground, but nothing's found. We're going back to A.
Now, drawing out the snake bite of Ivy there is actually quite big because you understand an idea that the Fade and the Viper are over at the B site, and now you just start to ramp things up over at A. You figure out that the Omen is there, and you just put absolute pressure on towards RB as Darby finds Jemkin.
Just real good pickup. RQ might have the sight, but numbers lost. And Francis perhaps still unchecked.
He can flank. You're going to have to wait and see what timing he does find here with the Prowler of X-Ross.
Nggak pas plan, awas flank.
An avenue to get Darby in.
Just means RQ, despite not having the recognition for it, they might just have to push a little bit deeper into the site. Unfortunately, though, they have been corralled back thanks to utility, and Dambi is starting to go off. He's looking for more shots. Crazy.
Okay, arms.
Yet actually getting involved. It's just Ivy now in an instance, and he's not quite able to track on to the heads. Finds the first one, gets onto the spike, but Crazy Guy just swings by with a right click.
Yeah, a little bit of the site containment for RRQ, and the crossfires too strong there. Nongshim on the retake. Felt like a couple of those shots from our POV just looked a little bit slow. Francis on that flank was being kept at bay as well, kept checked. RRQ expecting that was going to come into play. And some spam through the smokes. I mean, it's a bit unlucky for RB, to be completely honest with you, but when you are funneling in from a singular position, and a lot of the numbers are there in terms of bodies, it's always going to be a little bit awkward if the wayward sprays do get you. Pistol rounds to RRQ, one apiece. Remember that secondary round in the first half did flip back over to RRQ. And this round, Nongshim are going to be looking to do the same.
Lovely little Marshall high-low setup, but just a graze for now. Back in towards middle though, and thanks to the smoke, they might
Balik Emen nggak sih?
catch a couple of RQ players by surprise. Prowler checks.
Oh, you did spot RB elevated. And have to get down from that position, and when the smoke souls do start to fade in mid, Darby's going to be left on an island.
Ah, nice call.
Get his favorite item to bring with him either.
Fortunately not. And all this time though, we do have Francis inserted into a corner.
Yeah, but by the timing of the gate crash expiring, he is locked into this position with the Bucky. And now revealed as well with that shot after the Prowler. There's an open A site that RRQ
Okay, nice.
can enter in towards and steal the location.
All the goods alongside with it. Positioning towards elbow, maybe a little bit more space towards back sight. Tough retake now.
Yeah, but throw caution to the wind, I guess. Get Dambi in with
Itu
that Bucky,
yang
do what he does best.
dari mid ke either apa sih, short ya? Kita paling sih.
Smokes it off as well. Continues to jiggle around. Oh, and then stray shot is the one that goes off. Couple more shots though. Ivy continues to swing, but
Gelo, Xfero.
lights them all up with a ghost.
A little bit too one-dimensional, of course, in those sort of situations. Not much needed to move on that mouse. Just needing to click the button as RRQ stretch the lead. How far forward will they bring it? Because the buy will come up for Nongshim right now. And we got to start to see some good decisions from them in the very beginning on this defensive side as well.
Okay, cool David.
How much space and free territory are they giving over to RRQ around the map? How much utility are they being baited out with as well? Sending that gate crash over towards B with the immediate A-pop approach for Nongshim right now should catch Xfero off guard. Oh, and he finds one with Darby. It's actually quite large here.
Not too bad. At least it's a weapon pickup for Son of Nongshim though.
Timing up through the guts of mid by the way for Crazy Guy. And he's just going to look to go further. I wonder if X-Ross has this idea, if the coordination and the comms is there for Nongshim to recognize and need to reposition themselves, because I'm looking at the radar right now. X-Ross he just checked the tower, so it feels like there's a bit of an idea that they know this is possible to come through from Crazy Guy.
Yeah. They're actually going further up into B main, and
it's the right call. It's what they have to do at the moment.
Gonna be unfortunate for RRQ. Oh,
okay, nice.
Oh my goodness, Monyet with a sudden double.
Yeah, they weren't ready for that timing for the peek out from RRQ. This round flips upside down, flips into the favor of RRQ with the plant going down.
Spike planted.
We're back into a retake scenario. RB, Francis, they do have flashes though.
Well, we've seen many a clutch from them at the moment in Pacific. Can they come up with one where really required? Smoke realm, ill-advised in that position.
Look at that, dirty as well with the clone going through.
Iya.
A little bit of footsteps, a little bit of noise, but the discipline from RQ, they're not moving. Just positioned up by Heaven. Trying to play around with a fast lane, pull the attention away. Monyet starts to
pick.
He's not getting off of the spike! Oh, he got it! Oh my god, he's got killed at the end! He didn't get it! That had to be a
Hampir.
I need to know exactly how much time was left on that. That had to be
Damn.
0-0 and sub 10
It
for
was close.
sure.
But
that
the
was
overdrive
so damn
headshot
close.
tracked on all the way through. What a way to save the round by RRQ.
I mean, the C's was in as well, right? He's low in HP, he's sticking it in the timing. Kill in from Monyet on towards Francis, gets the overdrive. I mean, 0-0-6, I knew it was less than .10.
Oh my god, Nongshim.
whoa.
Of course it's Nongshim. Timeout now being called.
Because that's the bonus round as well at the end of the day, right? Nongshim, a round that they should be expecting to gather, slips by the finest of margins. As defensive side, we need some early answers, we need some advantages. I highlighted in the very beginning of that round as well, the fact that that kill was gathered by Xfero onto Darby was actually quite large. Removes rotatability, removes power in that initial play. Gives advantages to RRQ for gaps on a wider map.
Certainly has been feeling like Dambi has been shut down every step of the way by RRQ.
We've seen slow starts from players before though, right?
True.
For sure. This is a best of 5. This has depth. If you have a bit of a slower start but you activate a bit later on, sure, okay, fine.
Game plan though.
But you don't want to see them fall off a cliff, essentially. Got to see them still float on that edge. We'll have to see what these pistols do look like for Nongshim right now. Conversely, for the RRQ side of things, brilliant start. Getting 3 rounds on the board on this attacking side, what you've already showcased to be in the 1 installment. A bit of a powerhouse affair on attack.
It's kind of lovely to see them playing around the toxic screen on B side. Some information for Nongshim.
But to what avail? They don't do anything with it at the moment. They just hold the bodies there. They wait and try to react on the back of what RRQ send their way. Lucky revealed onto RB. And the trades are better from RRQ. They recognize the approach that they need to go in with. The plant goes down.
And it's just absolute brute force with how they're able to play off of Monyet as well. But look at the shot from Dambi.
Styling on them with that skin. Kame getting in those dance, but will the groove work for Darby at the moment as well? He just threw up the wall, and it did not go the angle that he wanted. Did Jemkin make noise? I don't know. Here we go, Nongshim.
Now you've got the clone going through. Perhaps a bit of timing for Dambi, but Crazy Guy still trying to keep him in check. Oh, he slides! It's the third kill under his belt, and Francis, the finish! Crazy Guy gets caught!
1, 2, and 3 for the Thrifty to start in the 4th round. That is what we saw on Split for DFM. They lost the 3 rounds, they found the 4th from Thrifty. It's happened again for the 3rd time today. A much needed round for Nongshim. One that you just have to shrug off if you are RRQ. Because you made the right decisions to get in towards that A side. You absolutely did. Sometimes sheriffs happen. Sometimes this beast in Darby appears.
Neon. Well, now it's the operator duel. Jemkin, Francis angling up in towards it. Oh, Francis gets the drop.
Oh, but he doesn't get out of that. An immediate trade and superseded by Ivy, finding Monyet as well. So, Nongshim, in the quick split of things, will hold advantage. I don't like that X-ray being toggled off there. I'll tell you that, Ivy. If you waltz in towards the open, you will lose your life.
It's got a little bit of support from Extras on the off angle as well, though.
Did you ever see Favor in a Crazy Guy operator here on Attack Omen? He might have the right angle, but it's patience from Ivy not to overplay this as X-Ross plays spot first, finds one, the trades are there.
And Ivy's still just waiting for the right time. It's not even really needed because Darby's just bulldozing, storming through.
Get rid of that op as well, throw it off the map. Unfortunately, the spike is in enemy territory, so Crazy Guy is going to just have to skedaddle on out of this round.
1v3, probably don't even want to use the ult on it.
Not at all. You can see that there is the idea of possibility, though. That's why RB is hanging around that A side at the moment, just in case Crazy Guy wants to go for this TP play. And you see him running like this, I get a bit of a sinking feeling that he may very well try his hand. It's an
Oh my
early
God.
TP. It does allow RB to slip in towards the site, because if it's 4 seconds for a plant. He waits, he finds the time, he swings, and he wins no matter what. This man has been around the block a few times.
Oh yeah, more than around the block. Crazy guy though, I gotta love it. True to his name, he makes a crazy attempt at a play. But yeah, that's not gonna happen this time. But the ops, I think, the way how Nongshim started out, that's...
Yeah, I mean, getting Francis on the line, if he's hitting the shot, awesome, amazing. It's what you need. If Jemkin does there, things change up a little bit, and the round is
second layer.
definitely a bit of a different variety. So I have to see if Francis is really going to be favoring this operator on the defensive side, which he should. In a round such as this, though, against the lesser pistols and some little slight upgrades for Crazy Guy and Monyet, you miss an op shot, well, you may very well lose your life.
Hopefully not happening anytime soon. You got a slight setup. RB perched up top, gets off of it, still managing to get onto another player. The paranoia set down, and it's down beat the flick!
A wrist breaker in the round. Yeah, the right idea from RB to play on the angle that Crazy Guy is going to TP in towards as well. You got Monyet trying to send himself in with the Bucky. Not today. That's Darby's special. And Cushy will be found in the spawn as well. 9 apiece, we tie things up. And now we do wonder for RRQ. Your next rifle rounds are going to start to be important. Time out territory seems reasonable.
So otherwise you start to lose those buys again and again. We'll see what they can actually scrounge up though.
Let's have a relook at this one. Ah, it's so good.
The fact that they've gone lead for lead and then for Nongshim to tie things up again as well.
There's that timeout for RRQ that we were talking about as well though, right? Gotta have some decisions coming in towards this one, because you look holistically at the veto. RRQ chose to start off this series on Corrode. But I even look at the veto and I think to myself, from what we've seen from these teams, a series that can definitely go the distance. We've seen it go the distance between these two before. Mass rounds of OT, depths of series, entertaining series, big battles. 10 capable players on the stage, a couple of different ones from last time. Timeout fades away. What do RRQ have up their sleeve in this round?
guys, same.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at the stack, by the way, from Nongshim over here, folks.
I will solve the B for you. Okay.
Alright.
Hello?
Viper ult TP.
TP guys.
I think you need to move.
Two B men.
He's helping the 5%. He's setting up the 5%.
Okay, come middle then. Wait,
I cannot
stop, I'm dead.
Oh, they're all in on this one.
Off angle for Jemkin though, but unfortunately goes down. It's Dumby with the double. Crazy Guy answers back. X-Ross into it again, and it's just X-Pharaoh off to the races. The spike away from him, irretrievable. Trying to creep around the corner perhaps to look for any stragglers, but exercising discipline. Nongshim not going to give it up. As soon as he turns his back or reveals a shoulder, okay.
Doable.
Started off against Francis, but it's still high, low around this spot. Tosses the snake bite. That's a good go. Trying to look
Okay,
for
ketahuan.
wall bangs as well, but he's still susceptible. So tries to play it ever so tightly around. Oh,
Okay.
he's found X-Ross. Low HP though. And
Nice.
RB that swings goes down to the
Nice,
next
David.
one. A 1v3 clutch for X-Pharaoh.
That's why I said it's doable in that position. When I see that dark cover go down, I think to myself, you're not playing any massive high-lows. You're not playing in the open around that smoke for when it drops, for where X-Pharaoh will come from. You're playing angles that almost favor him with that peak. I was a little bit surprised that it wasn't an immediate swing when that snake spike goes down as well from RB. I loved the idea on the barrier drop from Nongshim though. Get that pit in, get the utility, force the hand of RRQ, but X-Pharaoh in with the Red Bull clutch. As soon as he got the first, that's why I said doable. I foresaw the probability on that one being welcomed by X-Pharaoh. And it changes things here, you would assume as well. Nongshim have credits, Nongshim have mid.
Francis with the shots, TP's away, Dambi making noise around it as well. RQ forced to respect Nongshim's space. Jemkin though.
Around the kerfuffle of mid, when the walls go down, Cushy is low. With that Nightfall available, is it going to be an angle that you want to use that to permit your team entry somewhere? Or is it going to be on the back of Monyet trying to high gear it up? It's Xros though, on the line, lines them up.
Tawan dong.
Just for a couple as well, but the round's
Masuk mid satu.
possibly already done.
Door.
It's Stragglers, it's Xfero alone, and it's Jemkin trying to possibly hold on to the off. Pop flash across.
Ooh, he nearly got him too. Francis on the
Okay,
trampoline
dua-duanya.
jumps over the bullet.
We're back into the Headhunter. It's 2 rounds as well. He's hearing footsteps up from behind. Oh no, Jemkin, you're completely surrounded.
But after the slip-up quack in the previous
Gimana
round
ya?
of Nongshim, they immediately answer back to equalize yet again. Taking a different look towards this round as well. Not really pushing an extremity per se,
Kenapa nggak
but
di
up
Prowler
through
ya?
mid, courtesy of Francis, courtesy of the team following him, not leaving him out to dry. 10 to 10 and a buy that will not be able to come through from RRQ either. Tour de force in play.
Let's play.
Angle towards B. It's Nongshim with the support as well, so
it's the nice off angle
Mati
here,
lagi nih.
but Jemkin is just inching
Alhamdulillah.
finds Francis.
Jam King.
that just might be enough.
Not the way you want to play against an anti-eco. But you have to make your adjustments now known in the server.
Ambil
What
mid ya.
do the calls look like? RB recognizing a gap over at the B side of the map. Wants to confirm first presence if there's anything further at A to then start to shift the forces elsewhere. You gotta have somebody stick around
Oke,
the A
ke short
side
lagi.
for sure,
Nice.
because it's not just main.
Prowler.
Avenue in towards that alpha location is it Link can be exploited as
Satu
well
dari
by
main.
RRQ.
Oke, nice.
The ping up top middle though. Still a susceptible angle, but it's
Lagi ya, Prowler.
Jemkin to work alongside the team. They're looking for additional support because it's all pistols on the other side. Then Nightfall completely contains RRQ into
Waduh,
Link.
di push lagi
And
shot nih.
Dambi starts to have a go, hops over. Xfero finds a shot, looks to pick up the weapon. It's still Jemkin trying to fire out through. He takes down
Aduh.
Dambi. Ivy takes down Jemkin, and then it's just left with Crazy Guy.
They've got to look for the
Tinggalan.
spike. He'll pick that one up in this 1 versus 2 into the site. To
Hmm.
the crosshairs with a reload as Xros and X marks the spot. Nongshim find 11. That was the lesser buy, remember though, for RRQ
Padahal
here.
udah
So they
perangin
will
aja itu.
have the weapons in their possession for this next round, but this is going to be an important one. You drop this, and it's map point for Nongshim.
Well, they're worrisome on the buys as well. They'll be able to get one on the next, but map point, if you lose it.
It was an important decision as well from Xros, by the way, to drop that Nightfall. Allowed Dami in. Force him out to the site. Trying to be a little bit overwhelming right now, and it's working.
Nightfall goes through, and the whole team looks to explode outside of the smoke. Prowler will link on towards Dambi. Catches him onto a decay as well, but look at how he just kind of slithers back through, straight into the smoke. RQ still hanging back.
Didn't like the Francis was spraying there.
Gimana nih udah gini? Jemkin harus main.
Now he goes Dimensional Drift just to add some extra pressure, but it's RB holding on to the corners, and it's the choke point that prevents RQ from gaining control. Crazy Guy though, Lurk now revealed. He's looking to get from the shadows onto the spike.
The interest for me right now is going to be
Jemkin
on
nggak boleh
towards
mati.
Francis. If Jemkin pivots through towards mid, will he be able to cut him off? It's an early plant at the moment that's going to buy a lot of time for Nongshim to get over towards this B site. There's an opportunity twofold
Ambil
here.
CT gak sih?
Jemkin in mid, no one to give him a
Harus
battle.
mati nih.
Crazy Guy
Duanya nih.
pushing through the halls.
Dambi with low HP as well.
Good angle.
He's got to survive. He's got to find something. There he goes. Perhaps
Okay,
a
nice.
little bit more will be even better as well.
Ambil
As you
ke
mentioned,
short
this
gak sih?
is
Be short.
such a crucial
Billing.
round for RQ to pick up, but unfortunately Jemkin hits the
shit.
floor. And it's just Crazy Guy left. Where could he be, says Xros. Starts to clear all around, makes a lot of noise, but the flick's not quite there. Francis, instant
Miskin
response after
lagi.
the teammate falls. Nongshim up to map point.
And they've got two of them to play for here, and this is where the straw might break the camel's back, because the credit scenario of RRQ that I was talking about a little bit earlier as well in these
Game ini kenapa nggak nungguin
rounds is
aja?
still going to enable them a buy, but keep a check on the shields perhaps. The good trades backwards and forwards attempts from RRQ, and the right kind of idea when you're at a deficit
Biarin si
position in
Crazy
that
Guy
one
main
as
dulu.
well. Get that TP from Crazy Guy in, get that plant down. But again, it's just the trade game that is always for both of these teams in this map. Looking rapid. And the buy now, as I highlighted for RRQ. A Bulldog for Cushy, light shields on 2, make it 3.
Still though, feeling a lot of heat. Dambi dumping a lot of utility just to get himself out. Jemkin actually finds a right timing, but RB tucked inside the orb.
Okay, nice,
Gets
Jemkin.
spotted at the end.
Yeah, we've seen that before. An expected location from him. Two-player advantage now.
Oke,
with
mahal,
Meta
posisi
RRQ.
monyet mahal.
Also the smokes, the judge, all set up for it. RQ could very well extend
Semuanya dari
angle
CT.
towards an overtime.
You can see with these numbers as well that Xfero doesn't want to deploy this pit. You want
Nah,
access to
udah
the next
cuttingan
round.
aja sama
Do
si
like it.
Xpero.
Nongshim though, they've got the cash. They're not gonna back down. Francis hoping that someone peeks out. The Prowler does go confirming though, and
itu
Xfero
loh.
makes a good go. Double kill being found with a spray, and it's just Xross now with a spike ticking away. Might even run off for a
Sapping,
second.
sapping.
Job's done. You can't do anything here. Even on the exit strategy at the moment, the weapon, you'd love to be able to hold on to it because RB's relatively low in the credits department. So that's a good frag on towards Crazy Guy. He will be able to transition this Phantom in towards the next round as Cushy does pilfer the operator of Francis as well. So see that gifted over towards Jemkin, you would assume 11 to 12. We go the distance. It just always seems we cannot separate Nongshim and RRQ in a map, in a series. How many more times will this happen? As no timeout will be invested for round number 24. Of course, we leave it up to the players to see what they can do here. Now.
Push mid. Oke.
Exchange of utility down middle. Nothing seen.
Which way do RRQ want to take this at the moment? Cannot see a world in which there's any overcommitment from Nongshim at this B site at the moment. They push 3 to the site. They see that the op is there. You assume it's Jemkin, but is it strong or is it weak? Where are RRQ going?
Oke, bisa
No
di-push.
rotations in through mid for the timing. Dambi
Oh enggak, suruh main dulu midnya nih.
himself. Such a big position to be here. To try and find the right battle, to try and find the advantage to face
Oke,
the
ketahuan. Ada mid
wall.
satu.
Saves him.
Prowler didn't see him either, so as RQ, you're back thinking. Gotta watch out for Link.
Aduh, nggak ada yang dari Link.
Paranoias both hit and collide, but at the same
Okay,
time,
nice,
Fast Forward,
nice.
it's
Let's
Nongshim
go.
that gets shut down.
Yeah, caught in the open. Unfortunate for them right now with the
Jagain.
advantage of RRQ. This is the time you're putting in the pit. You would assume.
Nice.
There's another casualty. Francis down. This one
Okay,
looking
ote,
very
ote,
plausible
ote.
to bring into an overtime. Xross and Ivy have to go for this.
No other option. No other utility as well, though, and you're working against a pit. Oh my lord. You're just gonna have to step in and hope for the best? No. Cushy spots him out. Crazy towards the backside as well. It's a flawless to send us into overtime. What a way to kick off map 1.
And all the chances that Nongshim did have to bring it into a victory condition now as well removed from the play. They've been having what? A couple of chances. 5?
Or so.
RRQ doing well. Well, 2 actual chances, but on the stream, we're looking for more.
You jump check?
No. Do my eyes deceive me? Yeah. What is this buy?
It's an interesting one. Odin's operators maximize what you find on the defensive side as advantages in this map.
Oh,
High risk, high reward, I will say.
The smoke's obscuring still for now. RQ not overextending either.
There was the 2 solid chances that they had to close. Now they're going to have to find 2 more rounds.
Dabby.
Yep, stuck in the trademark over at elbow. It is the technical weaker site with only the 1 member in the site itself of Kushi. And he's going to relinquish control of at the moment, as the spike is not at the A side of the map at the moment. He's just trying to draw rotations over there that RRQ are not biting on. And as Jemkin pushes ever so closer in towards mid, he's on the right angle to potentially find Ivy, the gun barrel to reveal himself. The missed shot with the headhunter whip out. An absolute stellar shot.
Gila Jemkin.
Now to the B side, 45 seconds to go. It is go time indeed for Nongshim to try
Alah.
get on in removal
Apain
of
ya?
guy, but do
Crazy
try to force the
guy.
plans at the moment. You do.
No more utility left for RQ to try to thwart it, so might as well. 4v4 though. And they just hold on back. Nongshim step right into the crosshairs. Now you got to defend the spike with your life. Your position somewhat revealed. RB looking for Manye. He does line up too! Jemkin, Xparrow, holding down the line
Hampir.
for RQ. They kick off OT with a win.
It's a very interesting decision to double dry peek in towards the halls as well, specifically when Francis does have a clone available. And a couple of other options as well, but they have to try and do what they can, right? They do a call, they go with it. It doesn't work out in that moment in time. The mid battle as well, you would have surely seen Ivy win that one. Should have won that one. Misses the shots, the headhunter pull out. There's only 1 shot that Jemkin has, by the way, in that headhunter, and he finds the frag. The round will be coming forward for RRQ. They now see themselves in a winning opportunity here in overtime.
Timeout call to try to cool things off. We've seen the attacking side from RQ maybe not working too well in the second half.
Are there any folks out there that want to break some records today? These are the 2 teams to do it. RRQ now to the attacking side.
Sayang, kota ini tak sama
7 on
tanpamu.
the... No, 6 on each side.
Masih rasa ingin lagi habiskan waktu di sini. Mungkin 3 atau 4 hari
Very
lagi.
important map to start off. A best of 5.
Genggam tanganku
Difference to win in 3. We'll have
sayang.
to play a 4th map.
Kota ini tak sama tanpamu.
Operator for Francis on this defensive side, but an op and an Odin
Masih
on tap
rasa
for
ingin
RRQ.
lagi.
Immediately disabling Francis from being able to peek and find an advantage.
RQ though just still trying to
Rambut.
find any sort of a lead. The Prowler so far not doing too much.
Oh, this is going to be so ambitious from Darby at the moment. He is by himself right now. He's trying to be a tip of the spear. He's trying to be the playmaker, playing on the back of the information. But when the smokes do start to fade, he's by himself. He's stuck, and the spam starts to come through. What can you do? A slide available, but risk.
Lawan nih, Dami, mati.
He's looking for the angle. He's looking for an exit strategy now.
Nice.
Of all time, Monyet removes him, and there's still enough time.
Oke,
for
bisa ke
RRQ.
E.
50 seconds to B or A though.
Jemkin
That's the
masih nahan
call.
di
Jemkin
B,
leans towards
B main.
the former, and so will the team.
Still concealed as well, Jemkin. So now the attention brought back over onto Link. Ivy
Ding.
tries to get
Nice.
good dinks, but it's not quite connecting fully.
Aduh.
RB though gets a good little drive-by onto the Phantom Sprays. It's Cushy with low
Oke.
HP. They hunker back down and
Let's
they
go.
take down
Closing,
the
closing,
Nongshim
closing.
forces. It's just X-Rox
Berapa nih?
on for
3 lawan 2.
1v3
Masa
losing.
iya sih di clutch?
He's got the utility, but his first obstacle.
Let's go, Crazy Gay.
Crazy guy, full health, no flash, just
GG.
crouches and finds the headshot. No long OT.
Let's go,
for
RRQ.
one. RRQ closes out with a scoreline of 14 to 12.
Yeah, they do it in one. Would have been a different story with an immediate trade from RRQ, from Nongshim in that last round. But hey, this is the way that the game does go. On a knife's edge, it feels
Genggam tanganku
very
sayang.
exciting to see.
Kota ini tak sama tanpamu. Masih rasa ingin lagi habiskan waktu di sini. Mungkin 3 atau 4 hari. Link.
My path is the way of the sword.
Showdown. Buy one ya ini ya. Main panik. Panik apa sih panik?
Soaring into battle with victory in my sights.
Main panik kali ya.
Soaring into battle with victory in my sights.
Wah.
Do you like my singing? Lilia's power, unstoppable. I will find you, my dear brother. Victory
Sources.
with
Nah, ini boleh
style.
tuh. Na 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 na.
My faith is rock solid.
The shadows will
The winds of battle are picking up. Victory with style.
Nelbis. Kita main apa ya? MM. Downless.
Let music be my strength.
We are unity in diversity.
Ya, main apa dia?
I am legend.
Victory with style.
We are unity in diversity.
Get him, Yo-Yo!
Everything will come to an end.
The winds of battle are
We
picking
are
up.
unity in diversity.
Let me show you the art of killing.
boleh, ini boleh. Ini boleh. Oh shit. Siapa ya? Ini aja lah. Busa.
Everything will come to an end.
The winds of battle are picking up.
Honor, we have nothing.
Tenshu, it's time.
Hayat itu apa sih?
Victory with style.
Main gerbang, main gerbang.
Let me show you the art of killing.
Victory with style.
Don't get on my bad side. Danger?
Everything will come to an end.
Beware the shadows!
Victory with style. The winds of battle are picking up.
Stop being a party pooper!
I was born. Let me show you the art of killing.
Death will be instinct's rage.
Victory with style.
We are unity in diversity.
I'm not just a weapon.
The winds of battle are picking up.
Has anyone seen my partner?
Yujong, Ruby.
I am legend.
Ini gue sih Paulus, Catherine, Roger.
Victory with style. Telolet Om. I am legend.
Aya, Yujong,
There goes your relief.
Ruby.
Fork over that soul.
Enemy legendary! Enemy legendary!
Do not test me.
Don't blink, or you'll miss the draw.
Victory with style.
Sever it all.
Victory with style.
Sever it all.
Without honor, we have nothing. I can see your fear.
Listen to my blade sing. Instinct's rage.
I'm not just a weapon. My protection.
Victory with style.
Menang.
There goes your relief.
My rage awakens. Listen to my blade sing.
My protection never shifted.
Victory with style.
So that my protection never shifted. My protection never shifted.
Ini lah jelas.
There goes your relief. We exorcists are bound by duty.
Do not test me!
Hey, I'm here, big guy. You got a good taste.
Victory with style.
My protection never shifted.
Never see.
Don't blink, or you'll miss the draw.
You got a good taste.
Victory with style. Victory with style.
Beware the shadows!
Ujung. Kira sih kita ke Ruby. Ini ya, udah.
My Several.
Dadah.
Victory with style.
Langsung saja.
The skies belong to me.
GM Epic. Si gampang sih di game sih.
Soaring through the stars, seeking what lies below.
Ini di buff
Soaring through the stars,
worth it kan?
seeking what lies beyond. Soaring through the stars, seeking what lies beyond.
Trying to formulate where their opponents are currently around the map. Where might be the weaker side? Where can they exploit at the moment? They're finding the timing quite nicely, to be honest with you at the moment. Really making RRQ question where things are going to end. And they've been playing what I would assume once upon a time into RRQ's hands as well. Playing really slow instead of really pacey against them. Letting RRQ try to also reveal where you are and where you're maybe ending. Such a solid anti-team. If you're changing up your own approach right now, it is getting the better of RRQ.
Just where RRQ does need to perhaps kind of switch things up a little bit.
And that's what this timeout is for, but then you also have to remember, well, what if Nongshim do the same? If they start to go more rapid?
Oh, we could keep going on for layers.
Absolutely.
Just haven't seen too much from Jemkin so far either. We'll see. Nongshim. They're the ones with the bigger buy currently.
The bigger buy, the boomstick, a couple of good ultimates as well for some entries and some closures. Meanwhile, Xferro should be getting the pit in this round, one way or another. These are the sort of rounds, though, as well, right? That you don't want to either overcomplicate things, give an opportunity to RRQ here to steal the round. So it is once again just going to be a bit of a slower start spread across the map. A more heavier lean towards B for Nongshim.
Classic shots, though, perhaps. Setting up some slight bait. Jemkin into the deep pocket as well.
Prowler that just goes into hookah doesn't actually reveal Crazy Guy, I believe, as well. So, bit of false sense of security as Jemkin gets out before he can get the shot. And now Crazy Guy, feeling like he might have the timing up through the B sands, finds the wrong side of that one. Oh, the smoke is fading, and Ivy, he's in the open, but he still manages to dislodge things. Cushy down. He's keeping interest for RRQ over at this A site, but meanwhile, Quack, Nongshim are going into B.
At least with that one kill on the A site, Monyet gets to pick up a weapon.
Yep.
Still, though, the numbers way too overwhelming. Got all the positioning and the timing to set up on the site.
There is an opportunity for Monyet, for Jemkin here to be the first approach in towards this retake with the weaponry, with the utility. Second Sky Smoke goes down though, and that's just gonna buy another crucial amount of seconds. 19, 20 before it fades, and by that point in time, it's just round done, so curtains closed. Just leave Monyet now with the Sheriff as Xferro is gonna head off, which is very interesting for me, actually. Giving Xferro the runaway where you could see him potentially with the Sheriff go in for something and with Death get the pit. But they'll use the shields and such for the next round. Maybe you are angling for some orb play as well to get the pit online.
Could be showers, but otherwise, once again, it's just Nongshim being able to read around the map. Little plays, little positions, even on, you know, a slight eco round from RQ, they're so careful.
We didn't get to see the attack too much from Nongshim as well against Full Sense in this kickoff as well, right? Because it was the pistol and the bonus and it was job done. We had to see the force from Full Sense and their mind was already shattered after the overtime that they lost. 13-2 was the bind scoreline. So this attack so far look pretty good.
Shower neon, shower neon.
Non B long guys.
Shower neon. On me.
Should be let's see.
Quickly calling out as what they see from the Nongshim side, but it's so quick and so swift that they can't really respond. Dambi, shorty shots that actually break apart the formation straight into Lamps as well. It's a retake scenario immediately, and they try to pop flash themselves right through into the site. Op shots not quite connecting, but a second one goes. It's a collateral. Down to just xFaro left. He does manage to bring things back. Still, though, the pits. How can you work against this? He's trying to possibly think for a save as well, because you've got a whole first half to go. Into Lamps, though.
Oh.
Slips past.
Ivy,
Picks up the op.
Ivy giving him an opportunity. But the operator retrieved nearly an ace opportunity for Dambi as well, with 3 shots utilized for xFaro before confirming the kill. Nongshim getting another round on the board, however, right now, 6-1. Dimensional Drift goes in from Francis, finding all the information. We hear that in the comms as well from RRQ, but there's just nothing that they can do when Dambi with the shorty in your face gets 2 kills.
Jeez, yeah.
They have worked a treat at the moment, Nongshim being able to get in towards these sites, get that plant down, protect it as well, and let it explode. Looking for some damage at the end. It's been quite significant and easy, kind of, the way that they're getting into these sites. Really finding and exploiting some weaknesses of RRQ and space rotations around the map. Doing a good amount of work to get around this operator, get around Jemkin, and we know how impactful can be on this map. But now it needs to be the time to change things, right? Now needs to be the time that Jemkin appears on bind.
Passive angles and positions, though. I mean, it's deep op lines, but doesn't want to lose the gun, so unfortunately, it always feels like RQ's playing against the back foot, but perfect line this time.
The dry walk in towards that one, very ill-advised, Francis. You've got Prowlers, you've got Flashes and Clones to try and off-put lines and scale up. An unlucky one in there, but an opportunity for RRQ nonetheless. Another line that Jemkin should be favored in holding.
Smokes, though, right through.
Love the Trailblazer going in there as well, getting a little spot out for him to shoot with the radar reveal.
Oh, with the Smokes position this way too as well, though. Could be a slight opportunity for someone from RQ to slip in. They'll just stay tucked away for now, though. This Nongshim starts to set up one in hookah, one towards the back. Ivy with low HP, looking for the right timing to pop on through from elbow. It now comes up from xFaro just to give RQ an extra advantage. Drawing out all the spams. Dambi actually finds a shot. RB as well. This is now going to be a really tough round as Dambi continues to make even more noise. The tap comes on top, but unfortunately he might be running out of time. xFaro needs to save the round, but he can't quite locate his opponent. Nongshim once again!
And even with the player advantage, RRQ investing in the pit, it's not going to be the protector that they need to get this round. They have the player advantage, but Nongshim get in. When that plant goes down, they know the focal point that they need to start to spray, and when time becomes an issue, Dambi will be the tank to send himself in to confirm the information. The time is on Nongshim's favor, on their side at that point in time. Confirm they're off the spike, and if they're not, get them off it. 7-1, this is destruction so far on this attacking side for Nongshim, but for Jemkin right now, the operator didn't seal the deal. Will the tour de force as it misses its mark and trades start to come in?
Yeah, you can keep on going for it. Tour de force still online. He's got a couple more shots to go. Nongshim, though, he'll just hang around hookah for now. But a Prowler, you don't see anyone inside of the smoke. Jemkin, though. Possible wall bang, if not just an open shot! Oh, he goes for it again! 1 round left, and it's just Ivy now. Possibly to save. If he runs off towards the back, he's got to worry about.
Yeah, it's some great shots to come out and a bit of a bait and switch to draw RB from the corner as well, but it's seemingly just a dime a dozen on this map at the moment, isn't it? This will be the second round for RRQ. Ivy revealing position. And you look towards the credits as well for Nongshim at the moment. They, of course, will have another buy into the next round. Access to Overdrive, to Orbital Strike, 1 away from the Nightfall for xRoss as well.
30 seconds left.
Look for him to potentially pick that up. Could be quite big for Nongshim. When you consider as well that Crazy Guy can buy some good time with his utility in the next round. Kushi has Seekers if it starts to go down low or they don't have an idea on where Nongshim are looking to put numbers, where they want to finish. It's got the better of RRQ a couple of times this map already. Best opportunity right now is going to be for that 7-5 if they can start to make a bit of a run here back on this defensive side.
Certainly could work with Jemkin firing off more shots like that. We can definitely expect Nongshim to make some adjustments as well. Okay.
To be honest with you, I don't actually think they need to make many adjustments because this is a round where the operator, in the style of the tour de force, is finding the right lines, the right damage, right? There doesn't need to be too many massive changes. There wasn't an operator brought out from the last round for Jemkin, so you're diving into your pockets to be able to purchase this mount, which they do so easily enough. So there'll be, some slight adjustments that Nongshim need to throw in towards this next round, but they know that. And again, you're looking for this orb for Exros, perhaps. Now, use that utility to push him off this line. It's good flash behind the Prowler. It's good recognition on how you want to get B long.
There we go, just a little bit. But yet in position, though.
Yeah, you clear all of Garden. You know now that you can get that orb, and I wouldn't actually mind just seeing a bit of a proper execute from Nongshim. Either at this B site all through long, which is probably ill-advised, taking the TP and going in towards the A site where you have had this lurk of Ivy. That might be a little bit more fortunate.
A lot of options.
Teleport's ready.
For now, RQ just trying to stay ready. Progression Moke laid down.
Confirmation on the guiding light. Still got another one for Kushi and the Seekers if you need. But with how slow things are going for Nongshim, now they start to turn up.
Orbital strike into the corner, Nightfall all sent across. Kushi with the Seekers though hangs back, finds a kill onto Francis. But at the same time, it's overdrive popped by Damby. And with that, he's gonna keep his opponents at bay. They are so afraid of it, they're gonna hang back and respect all the space that has been garnered. The spike gets planted.
It's because they were so low as well, they needed the heals to come through from Kushi at that moment in time. For this 4 versus 4, you're gonna have the Vipers a little bit late to appear.
They'll finally arrive though. But at the same time, Ivy still has a snake bite. He's in position to lob one across. Everyone else from Nongshim just watching for the exits. Dambi makes the first move. Alongside RB. And they're going to find all the numbers that they need. Hopping in across for it. They're dumping bodies just to force off and look for a possible kill.
Yeah, they know the value in removing this operator as well. It's something that Jemkin really should and needs to hold on to. It's some great established crossfires from Nongshim on that B side as well. No angle that RRQ can get in for that retake. No way that they're doubling rounds here as well, right? They just have one dropped in here and there. Nongshim are definitely in command on this map right now. But is that just a pack of things for them?
Let's go.
Will RRQ step up on the exchange? Will they step up for the remaining 2 rounds that we do have? Do they want to go for another timeout, or they feel like they need it for the next half? If they have to make a run back, I think you do have to kind of hold on to it at the moment.
We have seen RQ do incredible things against DFM.
Launching smoke.
It's going to be another op, of course. Same line. Nongshim up towards Hookah now.
Clear it out with the Prowler. Trademark around the corner as well as a 3-2 setup. Elevation for Monyet as well. Crazy Guy playing Spotto with the smokes in possession on the iPad. But by the timing, Ivy snuck in front. Doesn't matter. Awareness.
Now it's Trailblazer. More utility. Once again, working against Jemkin's operator. Oh, he just dives in for it. Jemkin instantly reacts.
That's twice now, Dami. You've walked in towards Jemkin's crosshairs. The Headhunter previously, the operator this time. Need to think a little bit better of it. And there's that elevation angle that I talk about for Monyet. This time, all of these fights individually done and delivered by Nongshim.
Straight into the open ups for RRQ. Oh, there's another one as well. You've got no exit now as Francis. Just to hope for perhaps kills if you can find it through your elevated spot. But by positioning from RRQ, I think he's got to be a little bit more worried about Jemkin. 30 seconds to go.
Will his noggin be seen by Kushi if he waltzes out a little bit further?
Probably, right?
Well, they look the other way this time.
Or is he just going to stay here for the whole remaining?
He doesn't really have a way out, though, so he has to stay here.
That's amazing if he actually stays
Oh,
alive.
spotted now.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's all 5 alive, rather, for RRQ. Everybody getting a frag as well. Best opportunity is going to be the 8-2-4 for them. And they do have access to a couple of these ultis that you would hope they deploy as well. Don't want to see another world for Nongshim where they are trying to peek a lot of these angles individually. They work better as a unit in the trade game that we've seen a lot of the times on this map, on the last map as well. But if you are RRQ, I mean, they're going to peek individually. Sure. Go for it. Give us it.
Couldn't agree more. Wow. Well, the Odin's going to be brought out now again, of course, by Cushy. Jemkin now off to the other spot of the map.
Yeah, you see the traces as well right now. You want to try and find him and off-put it. There's a second player around the corner that Francis is going to be able to dislodge of as Crazy Guy falls. No access to the orbital strike either. Overwhelming forces onto this A site will draw out a retake.
Unbelievable. Just quickly picking up the pace, and well, it is Danby, of course, but now you do have Monyet with Showstopper possibly to deploy, but he gets caught! Unfortunate now. That's a round pretty much handed over to Nongshim.
Kinda. Dimensional Drift is just going to reveal where both of the players are, and you know the way that you hold this now as Nongshim.
A little bit of flash, a little bit of an attempt, but still, unfortunately, you're pretty much all pinned down. Flawless pickup at the end of the first half for Nongshim to end it.
Bisa ini, bisa.
Alright, he used
Cuma 3
super
curse.
vicious folk out there. 9-3, 3-9, whichever way you want it, the curse. See if that is going to activate here. RRQ definitely need to find the pistol in the exchange of the halves. If Nongshim are able to find it, they could find themselves in a very clean result for map number 2 of this qualification series to Masters Santiago. Danby has not let the slow start of last map get to him either. He is fragging up, he is finding the space, he is getting dirty in these duels. The team as well is really supporting for that one. You look towards Xros, for example, as well in this one. He's not really had a lot of kills come through, but he's doing his job. All the Prowlers scoping out, being a part of the team. When it comes to a map of Bayern, we saw it in the past, his role is not shooting. So he can't feel the pressure. Whose role is shooting, though, on the other side? Jemkin, Monyet. Where art thou?
Oh, wherever art thou, Jemkin and Monyet. That is the question. Wow, we just got Shakespeare here. You're absolutely right, though. I mean, those rounds that RQ did win on their first half are rounds where Jemkin and Monyet found, you know, big moments, but are and few between because Nongshim has consistently been able to throw them off, especially that last round. I was not expecting Danby to be able to dive in like that for the third time and this time be able to find success. So,
I mean, a lot of the success from RRQ in that battle that they have against Paper X on this very map in Bayern was the fact that Jemkin was finding majority of the first kills. He comes out with 7 in that one. Here, we're not seeing a lot of first kills, a lot of early impact. We heard from Sungmin that they've figured out a way to not care about Jemkin, right?
That's true.
So far, so damn good.
Well, on to the attack now, though, for RRQ. Approaching as a 1-4 squad, straight in towards Baths. You're not seeing too much just yet, but Ivy holds information.
Well, if you had a flash at the available spot for Francis, you want to throw that in right now and go for a bit of the fight, and they're trying to do everything. The Trailblazer goes out. Now the trade game is what we love to see on this map, and RRQ come out on top of that one. Xros, well, you were just the one. And yeah, you'll see what you can perhaps do.
Yeah, especially with all the utility that just got thrown in across. A little bit unfortunate, but of course RRQ being the ones to hang back, just hold down the lines. And now it's Xros.
He will not find some treasure here.
Gotta love his name. Well, perhaps a couple of isolated kills, you know, build some more alt points up towards it.
I mean, maybe, but you just got sheer numbers on the site for RRQ now that they reveal where they're playing from. Xros at the tower. Just jump around and see if you can get anything extra right. It's going to be a very important pistol round, though, for RRQ here. Hey, Crazy Guy has let his boy die. Important rounds, important scenes for RRQ. Didn't want to go out of this map without a fight, so they do get the pistol. Maybe it is an answer. Maybe it is the early stages. Maybe this is attack between these two teams. We'll have to wait and see the depth and breadth that RRQ do show us on this attacking side right now. But a lot of space garnered and gathered by Nongshim just with the 9 rounds. They can not overcomplicate things in their buys for the very beginning. Yeah.
Love it. They're still having fun. It's a game after all, but still. Next round up, and now it's the buys. You get the initial utility dealt with, and now you know there's a shorty as well.
Here.
Slow and steady. Rinse and repeat. The differences of this B smoke as well here. For RRQ on defense, could be doing those deep smokes with flashes through them. Not that same opportunity for Nongshim, unless they want to try and get those blind sides of Francis. A bit different compared to a Sky. Darby, though, not expecting Xfero to already be pushed up into the cubby.
Which is a little bit of information for the rest of Nongshim to work around the A side at least. They are hovering around, especially around the smokes, but okay, a little right click fired off. Just don't find too much. No one from RRQ out of position. So just continuing to hold and...
I'm wondering right now if the approach for Nongshim is just to all group up at the tower,
okay.
see if anybody pushes your way, and if not, go up with the spike explosion. Just granted by the fact that Cushy is quite close to the Seekers. Juggle some weapons on that attacker's side, send him hunting. Same can be for Jemkin, who's actually the first and foremost one in the vents with no rendezvous escape strategy. So he needs to hit some shots with this Marshal right now, which he does. Find one.
Yeah, just the one. But you're right. It's going to be dying to the spike, of course. No real big ults being built up on. Not that close, anyway.
Good management.
Who am I kidding?
Good state of affairs for Nongshim. Buy to be presented now. And we'll see if their defenses are going to be strong or if RRQ will have some better ideas on the attack. There's a better game planning to come through to try and run this one back.
It could be possible.
Yeah, it's okay.
You got right, right?
Got it?
Yeah, I flashed through.
Wait a bit, okay? I will hold the belong first. I will you not even smoke. They don't smoke belong? Pop insta, guys. I bro, wait. Push.
That is correct. They didn't smoke B long in this round. Nongshim changing up the approach, but they do it a little bit later, out of audible range from Crazy Guy right now. So the adjustments for RRQ is going to be to go to this A site.
Trying to creep on through with the toxic screen. Pop flash in, and oh my goodness, Ivy just can't quite help anything.
Yeah, no anti-flash protocol there, unfortunately for him by himself. Francis
Nice,
insane,
Jemkin.
pushing individually. This is how Nongshim do lose rounds, when they do things by themselves as opposed to being together as a team, as a unit.
Yeah, individual dominoes falling like that certainly kind of creates an effect, doesn't it? Just helps RQ so much right now for them to stay tucked in around the spike. Nongshim have to save.
Yep, calling for it. You'll go again in the next rounds. Need to see a couple of these adjustments from Nongshim quite early. It's a good recognition from Crazy Guy as well. Over towards that B start of the map, when the Brimstone smoke doesn't go down immediately and there isn't any sort of play like there, you do your adjustments, you look to different locations, because it's either you're staying in the spawn and rotating your Brimstone around the map, or they're setting up over towards A in a different little look that you're generally not seeing from RB.
It's the bonus picked up as well, which is similar to what we saw from the previous map.
Something.
Indeed, and that's where Nongshim then did call for the timeout and answered back with a thrifty. So the fact that they have a couple of weapons up their sleeve for the next round are better equipped. But these are the opportunities right now for RRQ to start to climb the mountain, gather some gear along the way, make it a little bit easier. 6 to 9. Some shield investments for the other boys on Nongshim, the ones that lost their lives.
Ones who haven't lost their lives, though, possibly looking for some kind of assertion, but nothing too much.
You get the picture that Darby's over towards this A site. Spraying out on that Phantom. He's got Ivy with him as well. Gets blinded up as RRQ do start to stampede into the site.
Similar execute. Nongshim wise to it this time. They're looking to take control over Baths and hold down to the site from this position.
Oh, the Prowler goes through, but that's the timing for Jemkin to slip in towards the teleporter. They're not going to be able to exploit this anymore. You have to just forget about him, because how long do you focus on the TP?
It's something to worry about, which is not comfortable for the side of Nongshim. Spike planted as well. Now Saw pistols, they look and they will pick up an extra rifle.
Yeah, it's a good season to the TP from X-Ross, and now he can meet with the team for this retake.
Oh, elevated positions though. A decent dink coming through because not yet. But down to the positions now. Nongshim, look for space. Look for a launching pad back in the site, but at the same time, Cushy on a bit of a flank. RB breaks through in towards Lamps, but Cushy still undetected. Waits in for the smoke. Xfero tries to distract. Cushy pushes through, but falls at the very end, and it crumbles apart. Nongshim managed to get the defuse at the end.
Yeah, not the thrifty variety like last time. No timeout needed as well. They have a good game plan and good adjustments in the middle of that round too. Very well done for X-Ross to not immediately try and overplay things. Going through that teleporter as well, right? They formulate the idea to use the extra utility to get rid of Jemkin, who can be such a problem player for you, and then the focal point onto the retake as well. Crucial shots being held by RB, and X-Ross for trades as well. Double digits now achieved for Nongshim. And this attacking side might look a little bit harder for RRQ. Buy here, operator here, over towards the showers, and you know that Jemkin would love someone to overpeak this line to give him the chance for value with this op.
So far none though. A trade of initiator utility.
Ooh. Yeah, elsewhere, Darby sliding in towards long. Can see some change-up approaches as well with Yoru's over there and going for some flashes over the top and peaks. Now you hear the echo of that op. You know that Jemkin's over towards this A site. And X-Ross is going to confirm that the Boombot went through Hookah, so the rotations start to come out from Nongshim. They're feeling like this one's going to be more towards a bit of a B-ender, which is going to be the right call right now. Seeker's invested from Cushy to A. He's going to draw RB back. Oh, this round is looking interesting, isn't it? The smoke's no longer available from RB.
Still Francis, no, the shot! It doesn't connect! Still, though, the Nightfall to possibly stall and bring some reinforcements over. It's got to be quick. RRQ still looking for a way to break in. More shots fired off as a bit of a warning. But it's Crazy Guy with the lurk to find another numbers advantage. Back into the TP with RRQ. A little bit of a flash. Lines being held by Ivy alongside RB. Oh my goodness. They've managed to stop it. It's down to 5 seconds and Cushy tries to stick onto the spike, but at the cost of his health. Low HP and RB sneaks on through. Cushy spots him out, but does he have the shot? Rings out close range. Unfortunately, point blank does him, and it's down to just Monyet. He finds an opener, tosses out the paint shells, and tries to hang back. Toys around the cubes, and he finds a wallbang. Red Bull clutch. RRQ hangs in the balance.
Oh, I thought that they'd overcooked it in that moment in time when they hit the TP yet again. Towards the A site, shots rain out from Nongshim. It gets really close. The molly goes in. 5 seconds to go for that plan. I'm really surprised that they don't try to just barrel roll in towards the site to also deny it. But on the patience line, Nongshim try to get all the kills over on that A site where they can. Ivy tries to do it. RB tries to do it. And when push comes to shove, the clutch comes through for Monyet for his 20th in Pacific, and we go straight shooting in towards the next round. RRQ chomping at the bit to get closer to this scoreline into a weakened B site now.
The bank has been building up as well, but what is this? X-Ross, hello, all the way from backside. He's managed to find 2, but still the showstopper breaks into sight. A chance perhaps for the spike to get planted, but X-Ross thinks otherwise.
Got to have a big round from him again. Something like that ace that he came out with earlier on, because Ivy, well, whilst he does have a flank, he just has the classic.
kill could give him a weapon. Close range. Oh, but Monet's quicker to the draw.
Should be impossible right now for X-Ross. If you can draw out the orbital strike, you'll take that as a bit of a prize. You've already got Crazy Guy with this operator on the line that he should be good for. And in finding that 3 alive for RRQ, they get closer towards the scoreline of Nongshim, where we now are starting to possibly see attack prowess on this map for both of the teams and lacking defensive structure and timings.
It's just so darn incredible when the attacking teams are able to create that much chaos for the other side. Brick by brick, RQ slowly getting closer to equalizing the score. Alt still being held as well.
Operator for Francis really not being able to find his footing on this map at the moment. Now we have a different look towards Nongshim. But the back of the smoke, it's a gun barrel reveal and a Crazy Guy going off yonder. I mentioned Francis, curse him into the scoreboard in this round. Monet, see you later. And that is the start that Nongshim have been desperately waiting for on this defensive side.
What a slippery way to play around ahead of your smokes as well. RB trying to repeat it alongside Ivy. It's complete and utter destruction. RQ just cannot find a single entry.
And I didn't know that there was a universe that existed where Jemkin found a 1 versus 5. As RB is going to quickly put a shutdown for that. Nongshim find 11. Around the bend, however, RRQ, another investment, the tour de force from Jemkin to come into play. Some opportunities if you get into a post-plant scenario, if you can get to the site to get the pit down with that orbital as well, unless you're using it for an entry. There's options here that RRQ have to try and keep Nongshim from getting onto map point.
Especially because you've got a lot of bank to work with too, so hopefully, but never quite know with the way that Nongshim is playing right now. The pit meaning to get invested around A short.
See if you want to tackle this one for RRQ. Oh my. Francis changing location as well from showers towards B long, spotting out all of this information too, that nothing is around the fountain. So it should give you an idea that it's either up through B short or up through showers now, as those are the only gaps around the map currently, unless you have a bit of a feeling as Nongshim that it is going to be a pit exploration from a Trailblazer perhaps, from Cushy. Just down to the timing though, isn't it, right now? You hear the Trailblazer going up through Hookah. What does Francis look to do? Can he find Crazy Guy? He can! Gorgeous shot.
Ridiculous. Now, Davi into Artuka with his favorite tool.
He just needs to make sure he doesn't drop the ball in this one.
Surely not.
Well, the pop flash might very well make it happen, but he's got his stun, he's got his slide, and the Pride, it's shut down. Overzealous from Darby.
He's buying out time. 30 seconds left for RQ to go.
And RB is off by the wayside. No orbital strike. He snipes him out of the sky. There's that orbital that I talk about to buy some time. As Francis is certainly here in this round. 20 seconds to go for Jemkin and for Cushy. And there's no real way that you're getting in towards this B site. Can you even try and reroute to A? No, you cannot.
Oh my god, yeah, it's going to take so much time just to run over onto the other side. If you make it through the teleport, it's even worse. This round is done.
Absolutely shut down. Francis. Mass multi-frag in this round for that 3K, shutting things down. As we get 4 map points now for Nongshim on their map pick for this best of 5. Would guarantee a 4th in this qualification series. Abyss if we need it.
I thought a 4th was already guaranteed just because it's these two teams.
Yeah, well.
Oh my god.
One country.
Timeout. Perhaps a desperate one. You mentioned 4, and we'll see if RQ can actually deliver.
And you see those dots under the little red logo right there? That's 2.
Oh!
They have not needed a timeout in the driver's seat in this map at the moment.
No way.
Nongshim feeling super comfortable with how things have been played out. Access for them in these next 4 rounds if RRQ come back again to try and push us into overtime.
Yeah. You're just so comfortable with how everything's been going on as well. RRQ, though, how could they possibly reinsert themselves back in, especially on the attacking side, when Francis is on this op.
Oh, it's not going to be just that, is it? Everybody on Nongshim is having some glimpses. Just need to make sure that you're not falling into the trap that it's only one round. You still have to take every round with proper attention given to it. Lighter shields across the board, regen as well for RRQ, some lesser weapons. Should tip in the favor of Nongshim with Francis taking TP with that operator. Sees the trademark. Not going to stretch too far. Extros will eventually break it.
Here.
So it breaks off a bit of an option for RRQ to stretch out through the sands a little bit later on as the timing starts to tick out from the TP for Francis. He can still get it over towards the hookah to get out as well. Gets a leg in, by the way, onto Jemkin.
He's managed to escape.
Well,
Still, though,
we might need to see the same thing for Danby. Managed to escape if he's locking himself in this corner for the spotting of Ivy.
RQ has been doing a pretty good job at checking so far, but
here we
there's
go.
one yet on the judge.
I didn't clear it.
No, I think he was thinking to launch himself into sight, and unfortunately that's going to be a mistake. Nongshim might be able to close it out right here. Still though, Xpero slips right through the cracks of the smokes. Not quite detected. He will take down RB. Instant response from Danby as the teammate falls.
Francis on the drifts, going on in. Dami with the overdrive if they need to as well. 30 seconds to go. You need a convincing call from RRQ now.
Just so much information with the dimensional drift. My goodness. You know they're all corralled in towards Labs, except perhaps for Crazy Guy, but it's still not too much of a worry. Francis in position pretty much, especially with Shorty as well. The rest of Nongshim even with the overdrive. Just look to end it all in this round. It's the overdrive.
Kita lanjut lagi nanti malam mungkin, harusnya sih ngelanjutin ini apa shownya Mong siang kemarin. Terus buat kalian yang mau nonton ini bisa nonton di VCT Indo atau di Pacific, bisa di Twitch atau di YouTube. Oke, thank you, bye bye.